She's a sporting great. It's Gabby Logan. He's David's mate. It's Robert Webb. And their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, he's the joker in the pack. It's Rob Brydon. He's a Channel 4 hack. It's Christian Murphy. And their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, please try to convey a convincing impression of complete spontaneity in appreciation of your host, Angus Deaton.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You? A question to which the answer is, of course I would. This is the BBC. If you look at the definition of lie online, it says it's a type of deception in the form of an untruthful statement, which is pretty rich coming from Wikipedia. And estimates say that everyone lies on average twice a day, so I guess there must be a fair few people out there who aren't lying at all for Gordon Brown to be able to fit in all of his. Which brings us not a moment too soon to round one, the domestically titled Home Truths, in which our panellists take it in turns to read out a statement from a card in front of them. That card may contain a familiar truth or a scurrilous lie that we've made up on their behalf, and they're now reading for the first time, in which case they have about 2 nanoseconds to come up with a convincing story, so no pressure. Commiserations then to Gabby, who is first up.
Thank you, Angus. I have stolen sweets from Madonna's dressing room.
Right. Well, I think the key is the context there. Why were you in the Madonna complex, moving from room to room in search of sugar?
It was actually her dressing room at a concert venue.
Could you be specific, or were you taken there blindfolded?
It was at a venue in London where she was performing.
Could you be even more specific than the city?
The Brixton Academy.
Right.
Why were you around the backstage? Did you have it was the Brixton Academy?
Accidentally, I found myself in the VIP party that was apparently right next to Madonna's dressing room. So I was walking out and looked in and saw this dressing room and just wandered in because I was intrigued.
What were the sweets?
The sweets were, you know those long red licoricey things with sugar that are quite sour actually when you they get the back of your mouth.
I find this very hard to believe that the door wasn't manned by
I'm disappointed that you don't find it hard to believe that I would steal.
No, I accept that straight away.
I can't imagine. I mean, even if she asked for sweets, I don't think she'd ask for that sort of red licoricey string.
David, your verdict. You're the team captain. You have to come to a decision here.
I think we're moving towards lie, aren't we?
Yeah.
Lie.
Yeah. Okay, you're saying it's a filthy lie.
Liar.
Gabby, truth or lie?
It is indeed the truth.
It is true, Gabby did steal sweets from Madonna's dressing room. Seems only fair. Madonna helped herself to a child from Malawi. Rob, your home truth, if you would.
Right. I once simultaneously worked as both the DJ and the newsreader on local radio, using a different accent for each job.
I really hope this is true.
What were the 2 accents?
When I was a DJ, I used to, I was younger, so I had kind of a higher voice, and I used to kind of talk a little bit like that and say, thanks very much. The newsreader, I would talk a bit more like that.
So that's not the accent, that's just the tone.
That's the tone, yeah, the pitch.
Well, if you'd let me finish. I had a slightly Welsh tone to the newsreader, because I am Welsh, and I would sort of give it more of a sort of Anthony Hopkins, sort of, in other news coming in at the moment, there's been a horrific pile-up on the M4 motorway, ambulances are on their way there right now. I would just do it more slowly, give it a slight more Welsh lilt.
Did you ever have any banter between yourselves?
No, I never did, no.
What was the station again?
BBC Radio Wales.
Was this a time of great cutbacks at BBC Radio Wales? Why couldn't they
It's always a time of great cutbacks at Radio Wales.
They couldn't afford a newsreader. Are they very expensive, Christian? Newsreaders? I mean...
I love the idea of Christian doing that on television as well, just getting a wig on and running over to the weather.
The first time it happened was sort of accident. It was when the newsreader didn't come in. It was a very early show. It was the 6:30 in the morning to 7:30. And the newsreader, one time when there was snow, didn't come. And they said, will you read the news? And I did it for a laugh, did it in a different voice after the jingle, which is not what they were saying, and then just kind of stuck with it.
Did you read the sport?
No, there was a sports guy called David Cartwright.
Interesting they didn't give him the news job.
We've already established, Gabby, that you are little better than a thief. So... For you to sit there taking the moral high ground when I stepped in to save a colleague who'd got stuck and couldn't make it in, frankly, is a bit rich, and I expect more support from a team captain than I'm getting at the moment. I'm getting nothing from this fella who's sitting here reading my thoughts going, I wonder what he's thinking right now, I can't imagine. Where are you, big fella? Because frankly, David, now would be a good time to join in.
I know it's harder and harder to get impressions on the television, but this isn't the place. I'm totally behind. I would just like to publicly say how plausible I think everything that you've said is. It's exactly what I'd have done in your position.
So, Lee, you're going to have to come to a decision of some sort.
I thought that was an assured performance, and I wish it were true, but I don't think it's true because that would be silly.
What do you think, Gabby?
I think it's a lie.
Robert?
I think it's a lie.
OK, we think that's a lie.
They're saying a lie.
They are saying it's a lie, so
fact,
the truth, please.
It's a lie.
It is a lie, well done. Well deduced. It is a lie. Rob did not simultaneously work as the DJ and the newsreader on local radio. To be a local radio DJ, you have to have enthusiasm, poise, and the belief in your heart of hearts that Slough actually matters. Next up, it's Robert's turn to astonish us.
My nickname at school was Mr. Custard.
Your initial response.
Why were you called Mr. Custard?
Can I just check? You two didn't go to school together, did you?
No, it's not quite
carry
that
on.
sick. But it happened because of this. Because I was very sick once on some custard because I was at school.
On some custard?
On some custard. Right. Well, the custard made me sick, but there was some custard left. So I suppose, yes, David, I was sick on some custard.
You were sick custard on custard?
Yes, exactly. Custard
He
mixed...
sees custard, he sticks custard on it. That was the thing.
was the
Mr.
system.
Custard.
That was
He'll
the system.
custardise
It was
any
custard.
custard. How old were you?
I was 9-ish.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long did it stick?
How long did it stick?
Yes, the nickname.
It was relatively
Every
easy.
person in this room thought you meant the custard. Everybody.
For a couple of years, and then I changed school, luckily. So, and then I cleverly didn't tell the new people.
I sort of feel that people say children can be very cruel. And actually, wouldn't they focus more on the whole pukey, vomity element rather than the custom call you Mr. Sick or Mr. Puke, Mr.
But if he was as charming at school as he is now, then I think they would focus on the custard. That's why I'm now coming around to believing his story.
I'm both moved and delighted.
I'm kind of with you on that it's not quite cruel enough as a nickname.
So therefore, you're thinking...
Therefore, I'm thinking lie.
I would go with that.
I'll go with the consensus and say lie.
OK, team captain is saying it's a lie, so Robert, time to confess.
It's a lie.
It is a lie, well done. And so we descend lead balloon-like into round 2, the Ring of Truth, where I read out some extraordinary celebrity facts, and the panellists' mission, should they choose to accept it, is to establish the truth or otherwise of that fact. Lee's team have these words of wisdom to enjoy.
Some games magnificent, some other not so good, and omelets, eggs.
You haven't got any eggs at the moment.
No eggs, no omelets. And depends of the quality of the eggs. In the supermarket you have eggs class 1, class 2, class 3. And some are more expensive than others, and some give you better omelets. So when the class 1 eggs, are in Waitrose and you cannot go there, you have a problem.
I like it that he's launched fearlessly into this extended egg metaphor in a second language, and he's a football manager, not the most chatty, eloquent guys usually most of the time. And he's kind of doing it, and then towards the end he starts to slightly smile, and it's kind of sometimes I even amaze myself. You get the sound of those slightly arse-licky sports journalists starting to chuckling along, going, oh, Jose's off on one again. Oh, I love it when he goes off on one. Oh, he's brilliant. What a character. What a boring twat.
OK, here is the related fact then. Jose Mourinho is about to release his own range of air fresheners. The tagline for the advert is that Jose's filling your home with the sweet smell of success. And the fragrances include something called Scent Off and the special one.
Sent Off, they've obviously put a lot of effort into the pun there.
Yes.
And the second one, they've just said special one. Third one's probably stinks like a Norwegian forest. Let's go for a pint.
Beckham has his own fragrance, and Sven had his own pasta
That's
sauce.
body fragrance, isn't it, Beckham?
Yeah,
Alex Ferguson drinks toilet duck. Anything's possible in this game.
So, Lee, any idea?
Oh, you're the football expert on this particular panel, so what do you think? What do you think, Gabby?
Yeah, I don't think it's true.
I just think it's too random. I mean, air fresheners. No.
OK, I'm saying it's a
They're
lie.
saying it's not true, and it is, in fact, a lie. Right, well done. Yes, Jose Mourinho is not about to release his own range of air freshener. He was thinking about it, but Roman Abramovich had just bought the world's supply of air. Jose introduced a club dietitian and nutritionist at Chelsea, although Ashley Cole still likes to get stuck into a half-time orange, or Cheryl Tweedy, as she's known. And now for David's team, with a question about this somewhat surprising agony aunt, with the emphasis very much on agony.
You've got no ambition and you don't want to do anything, you might as well just go and lay in a ditch.
Be expecting to go from where you are now, which is on the sofa, to halfway up the ladder.
No, I don't.
And you can't, you've got to begin on the first rung.
But I'd rather be on the first rung of a ladder that I want to climb than halfway up a ladder I don't.
OK, which is this ladder you want to climb?
I don't know yet.
Tie me up in knots now. I really ain't got a Scooby-Doo what you're talking about now. What do you want to do? I don't know. So what ladder do you want to be on? You don't know what ladder you want to be on.
Exactly. Until you've tried different ladders, how do you know what ladder you want to be on?
You're a window cleaner.
The slight flaw in that programme is the message that if you work really hard, you can end up like an insane woman with lopsided tits and a crash helmet hairdo. Here's your related fact. Anne Widdecombe relaxes by listening to an LP of lion and tiger noises from the jungle. Is that true, David's team?
Well, I mean, definitely the possibility exists. I would sort of like to say, in defence of Anne Widdecombe, that the thing that's bad about her is all of her horrible views, not the fact that she's ugly. You know, is that the best thing we can say about this woman who sort of voted against gay rights and horribly wanted to get into power and make us do horrible things? This evil person. And the only thing we can find to say about her is she doesn't look great. It is a bit like insulting Hitler because you don't like his moustache length, isn't it?
Right. Or his hairdo.
Or his hairdo, exactly. Which
David didn't want to mention the hairdo of it, really. I mean, I don't want to help your team, but the key words you want to be looking out for those is the LP bit. I mean, there's something about the idea of being on an LP and going...
She would have a gramophone.
I think that makes...
I think this is undoubtedly true.
Are you going to overrule your teammates?
I'm not going to. I have
them?
absolutely no idea.
Right.
And Rob seems confident.
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
Your current view?
I'm going towards a lie because I think the lion and the tiger bit is the thing that sort of...
Right.
If it was whale music or...
OK,
I think it's true.
You think it's true? I'm going to go with what you think now.
OK, it's a yes. It's a yes.
It's a yes.
Say no. Say no.
Say no.
I would say lie.
He says no. He says lie.
You say...
It's no lie. It's true.
Which is the right answer? Anne Widdecombe does relax by listening to an LP of lion and tiger noises from the jungle. They drown out the growls her stomach makes when she hasn't eaten for 10 minutes. There's nothing like hearing the sound of lions' jaws crushing the skull of a screaming wildebeest to send you nodding off. And on track 5, side 2, she feeds them an asylum seeker. Which means at the end of this round, well, neither team has the comfort of a lead, both tied together on 3 points. Our next round is the inadequately titled This Is My. Lee's team will each claim to have a connection with tonight's mystery guest, but only one of them will be telling the truth. It's then up to David's team to spot the saint amongst the sinners. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Viva.
So, Robert, what's Viva to you?
This is Viva. She is my ex-girlfriend. She dumped me when I got her for Christmas a torch.
Gabby, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Viva.
Yeah, this is Viva. She was my arch rival in rhythmic gymnastics.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with.
This is Viva. She tried to teach me to swim when I was 30, but it didn't work.
So there you are. A former partner to Robert, a rival gymnast to Gabby, or Lee's unsuccessful swimming coach. Who do you want to start with?
What are rhythmic gymnastics?
Rhythmic gymnasts use ribbons, hoops, balls, clubs, ropes.
So not proper gymnastics, then?
It's a form of gymnastics which has its own beauty.
And at what level did you compete?
We competed at international level.
And you're still friends with her now?
Yeah, we know each other, yeah.
When did you last see her?
Oh, a few months ago.
Where?
Just around the corner.
Where?
Just...
What, in the street?
Where?
Just in
Where?
In London.
Where?
At a gym?
Where, so I got this. Where in London? Where in London did you see her?
I saw her in a restaurant in West London.
Which restaurant? She's lying. Next.
Are you the same age then?
Viva's actually about a year older than me.
Yeah.
And if you're friends with her, you would know when she's due, because...
Is she pregnant? Because I didn't like to say. I thought you just let yourself go.
So you can't swim, Lee?
Well, I couldn't swim when I was 30.
I mean, how old are you now?
I'm 39.
39.
But I think you can say if she's been trying to teach you to swim for 9 years.
No,
and you
she
still
hasn't been
can't.
trying to teach me to swim for 9 years. She tried to teach me to swim when I was 30, and she failed.
Where did you have your lessons?
In my hometown, Southport.
I reckon he's lived in London for more than 9 years. He wouldn't have been in Southport 9 years ago, so he
How do you know how long I've lived in London?
Because, of course, you've been on the circuit, you've been around for a long time.
Believe it or not, you can live up north and still be on the telly.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
We've got this thing that's just come up north called The Car, and it's brilliant!
Why at age 30, what was it that made you think, I really ought to learn to swim?
It's a good question, and I can answer that very simply. I moved to Brighton, and I lived in a flat that overlooked the sea.
So hang on, so you moved to Brighton and you travelled to Southport to have your swimming lessons?
Thank you, sir! You're done! You're done! You should be on the bill.
Now, when you're finished, can I continue the story?
Yes. I don't think there's any point.
At the age of 30, I moved to Brighton, and I looked at the sea, and I thought, oh my God, I'm terrified of the water. I'm moving back to Southport.
Why don't you join Gabby in Liar's Corner?
Rob, when did you go out with...
This was in 1991, in between my school and university.
What kind of torch was it?
Quite a cheap one. We met at Gateway Supermarket, which was my after-school job. She was putting out a display of cheap plastic torches,
And you thought,
and
"That's the
I thought it
gift."
would be a funny joke to give her that for Christmas, and it didn't go down as well as I'd hoped.
And who dumped who?
Viva dumped me. It was partly to do with the torch. Also, it might be something to do with the fact that I didn't go up to her 18th birthday party because I hated all of her friends.
Why did you hate all her friends?
They were boorish and irritating.
What did you learn from the relationship? What did you take away?
To try and form relationships with people that are based on more than just sex and drinking.
You say you learnt that message in 1991?
Well, I tried to.
Okay.
It's definitely Robert, because of the way that Viva is reacting when Robert is speaking. She's kind of going, oh, that idiot. So I think Robert is telling the truth. Can I also say that for a pregnant woman, those boots are ill-advised.
You say so?
You back support my love. You're making problems
but she was
for
a
later
gymnast, you see, so she's got very good core strength.
Gabby, she's
a swimming
not
teacher.
a gymnast.
She's not pregnant, it's a buoyancy aid.
Okay, David's team, we need an answer. So is this person an erstwhile girlfriend from Robert's past, Gabby's gymnastic opponent, or Lee's swimming teacher?
I think Roberts is telling the truth because when he said that her friends were really boorish, he looked really quite nervous.
Yes, he did, yes. OK, I think we're going to say Rob's telling the truth.
It's Robert. Viva, perhaps you'd like to reveal who you really are.
I was Gabby's rival.
So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Viva, and thank you very much indeed. So at the end of that round, it's David's team who are showing all the fighting spirit of the French, caving in as they have 4-3. And so we come now happily to our final round, more disturbing insights from our panellists, who yet again have no idea what's written on the card they're about to read. Beginning with David.
I believe disaster will occur if I don't adhere to my special alarm clock system.
What is this alarm clock system?
Well, the system is that I have 2 alarm clocks, one that plugs in and one on my phone, and I set them both at the same time because historically I used to be quite a deep sleeper and it was difficult to wake up. One will usually go off first, even though they're for the same time because the clocks are independent, and I have to turn the other one off before it goes.
What kind of disasters do you imagine will occur?
Well, I imagine I might die, basically. I imagine I might discover I've got a terminal disease, or I imagine whatever thing I'm most worried about.
Are you following this? 'Cause I'm totally confused. You've got 2 alarm clocks. One of them is plugged in, one of them's on your phone, and the explanation for why do you do this is because I think I might get a terminal illness. Is there a big bit that I've missed out?
Yes, there is. All the words I said in between those parts of the story. That's why you've missed out.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Lee, do you think there's any truth in this?
I think we have to rely on Robert's knowledge of David for this.
I think it's true.
Yeah,
you do?
Yes. I've spent many years watching David try to leave the house without unlocking and locking and unlocking and locking the door 7 or 8 times, and so I believe he would have a system for waking up.
You are team captain.
Definitely true, definitely true.
OK, we'll go with true.
You're saying it's true. OK, David, reveal all.
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, David does believe that if he doesn't adhere to his special alarm clock system, some kind of disaster will occur, like someone finding out he's got a special alarm clock system. And a lot of sportsmen are superstitious too. Tim Henman, for example, had a lucky towel that he believed made him win tennis matches. He left it in a hotel room in 1993. Next, Krishnan.
I check for monsters before I go to bed because I'm afraid of the dark.
How can that possibly be true? You read the news.
Yeah, but there's lights on when he reads the news.
It's gone on a long, long time.
Well, since I was very young.
Does this happen every night? Every night before you go to bed, you check for monsters?
It depends on whether I'm alone.
Well, it's probably slightly embarrassing if you're not alone to check for monsters. Possibly.
I'm a journalist. I travel. I'm on my own quite a lot.
So talk us roughly through. You're in a hotel somewhere away from your wife. It's dark. That much we can pick.
I'm in a hotel room. I'm on my own, as I generally would be in a hotel room, and I would check in the wardrobe, in the ensuite bathroom,
right?
Because you never know what's in the shower.
Yeah, I think we're pretty sure it's a pubic hair on the wall. The hotels I stay at, anyway, it's a certainty.
Lee, what are you veering towards?
Are we saying not true?
I really don't think
Unanimous?
it's true.
Lie.
Yep. Unanimous, it's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie, Krishnan. Tell us the truth.
It's 100% true.
It is absolutely true. Next, Rob. You're on.
I was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales.
Who was the 48th?
I think was John Humphreys, the guy who reads...
Who made this part? Who was it?
Wales has its own newspaper called the Western Mail.
Have we asked him which year this was?
Oh, yeah, which year was it? It was clearly not in the last 10.
It was about... listen to you, George Clooney. I could take that coming from Robert, who has a certain earthy charm.
Right, thank
but
you.
from a rejected Chuckle brother, it's a bit rich.
So, you, team captain, what are you saying?
OK, we think that's a lie.
Yeah.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Is it the truth or a lie?
It's true.
It's absolutely true. Yep, it's true. Rob was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales and would have finished even higher if he hadn't got cramp in his dialing finger. Next, Robert.
I was voted the 88th sexiest man in the world.
By who?
But it was the readers of some women's magazine.
Which
Blind and Wretched.
You would know.
It was new look or new woman.
Where did David finish?
I'm not so very sure David was on that
Not listed,
list.
unfortunately.
Generally, Robert is considered the better looking one of your outfit. But if it were me, can I say this, not in a gay way, but I think that you are easier on the eye than him. I think there's something very pleasing, and you may notice I've been looking at you a lot. Not in a gay way, but I just think he looks lovely.
I feel a bit weird about this. But, you know, thanks.
Rob,
Anyway,
if we could drag you back to the poll.
I think it's I think it's true.
Robert, the answer?
It is true.
It is true. Which hyperactive buzzing sound means that at the end of tonight's contest, it's David's team who've lied their way to victory, having thrashed Lee's team 7-6. So, cheers and applause to our winners, jeers and derision to our losers. We leave you with the thought that, according to Winston Churchill, a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on, which suggests that while lies may travel faster, truth has been having a lot more fun. Good night.
Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that sorts the facts from the fibs. On Lee Mack's team tonight, an actor who's shot to fame as an Ewok. An Ewok is an alien being in the Star Wars films, and not, as I thought, an electronic cooking device. It's Warwick Davis. Not bad. And a comedian and actor whose father was a bishop, which meant growing up he was always on the move, diagonally. It's Hugh Dennis. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, he's the BBC's World Affairs editor who spent decades in the middle of mindless, stupid conflicts. So welcome home, it's John Simpson. And a comedian who once went on to a cookery show and made an omelette in 20 seconds. You've heard of death by chocolate. This was death by salmonella. It's Catherine Ryan. So to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Catherine, you're first up tonight.
Okay. My motto is, never give a child a one-syllable name, because life has taught me that people with one-syllable names are generally dim.
You're all right. So, do you mean your own children, or nobody should give their children one-syllable names?
It's just my motto. No one should do it.
Who do you base it on?
Anyone I've ever met.
Whoa. Say anybody you've ever met. Well, say what you're going to say first, and let's see where it goes. Anyone you've ever met with one-syllable name?
Yes.
Keep going.
In my country.
Oh, here we go. well rescued.
I'm from Canada, and it started with boyfriends. I dated a Bob, I dated a Steve. And
When
they
was
were
this,
both...
the 1970s? Sorry, Bob, that's a fine name, sorry. Bob, though.
Why is Bob a 70s name?
Because Bob's not really the name of it, because I'm guessing this was a few
It's
years
not quite
ago.
as now as Lee, I'll give you that. I mean, that doesn't smack of 1970s inner city deprivation, does it? And I feel sorry for Dave in the middle there.
Yeah. Hey, what about John? John's a very bright fella. He's got one syllable.
I'm on this programme.
You have this attitude towards British people as well. You were just saying that, weren't you? You actually do believe that everyone with one-syllable name...
I just think that if you're expecting a child, you have a long time to consider it. You want to give that child a name that can transition them into any field of work in life.
Hugh, how do you feel about all this, being a one-syllable loser? Are you
Well,
offended?
I'm not a one-syllable, because that is my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
My God, it's like EastEnders, isn't it?
My real name is Peter.
Why are you called Hugh, then? I've always called you
Because when
Hugh.
when you joined Equity... Did you ever join Equity?
Of course I did. How dare you?
Of course you did. So when you join Equity, you can't have two actors with the same name. And there was another Peter Dennis, and he was at that... I was like 23, and he was in his mid-60s. So my agent wrote to Equity and said, look, can our Peter Dennis be called Peter Dennis, because there's no chance of confusion with the other Peter Dennis who is about to retire, etc., etc. And they wrote back and said, yeah, under normal circumstances, that'd be absolutely fine, but you've got a problem. The problem is that the other Peter Dennis is the chairman of the Equity Name Change Committee.
So you don't see yourself as a one-syllable name, really?
God name.
No.
What's your partner's name?
My partner moved to Japan this morning, so...
What was his name?
I think we broke up.
Are you serious? You think you broke up this morning?
I think so, because he just
You
moved to
think so?
Wow. Lee, move on.
Did he have a one-syllable name?
No, his name's Alex.
Alex?
Yeah.
Lovely,
or,
Alex.
as you'll now call him, Al.
Or X.
Can I ask you a question? So you live by this rule, but have you ever thought about the psychology? What's going on here?
I have thought it through. I think that dim parents just have dim children.
Can I just say, both my parents had one-syllable names. This is all starting to snack up.
So what do you think, Lee? Is she telling the truth, or has she made this all up?
Under normal circumstances, I would say she's just saying any old rubbish, but she's under a lot of stress at the moment because she broke up with someone, not like last week or a couple this morning. That's added a new little energy to the room, hasn't it?
Well, you know, if it is her main motto, and I'm sorry to hear that Alex has gone, but then he's got two syllables, so it doesn't really work, does it? Because obviously he is dim, leaving you.
Aww.
Yeah, so...
That was quite good.
Yeah, thank you.
So you think it's a lie?
Yeah, I tend to think that, yeah.
And you think...
I think it's a lie.
We better go lie, then.
You gonna say lie?
I hope it's a lie.
OK. Catherine, was it the truth, or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie. I lied about it all.
Yes, it's a lie. Catherine doesn't go by the motto, never give a child a one-syllable name. Warwick, you're next.
A possession.
There'll be a box under your desk.
There is.
You, put the object that's in the box on the desk first, and then read the card, please.
This is the bottle of hand gel I used to wash my hands before I handle my main bottle of hand gel.
David's team.
I think we can see the reasoning behind that. So explain your process.
In this day and age, you have to be very conscious of germs. and I meet a lot of people and have to shake their hands, and some of them,
are diseased.
Potentially a bit unsavoury. So I will have a bottle of hand gel, cleanse my hands, then I can get the other bottle of hand gel now, the outside of which...
So the second bottle remains pure the whole time?
Very pure.
Yeah.
But if you take the bottle in the hand you didn't shake the person's hand with, so that hand is clean, all you need to do is just pour it on both hands, you'll have no problem.
Yeah, well, you make it sound so easy. I'll tell you how all this started, and I think there is some sort of...
It started when you picked up that box and opened it.
There is some sort of trauma that I've got, and it was from a time being in a gent's toilet. Don't. And what happened was, I have trouble reaching things in the toilets, you see, and one occasion I went...
What are you trying to reach for?
Well, no.
What do you need this stuff?
This is how it developed. I squirted some of this cream soap on. Right? But it was only then I realised I couldn't reach the tap. From that moment on, I pack a couple of bottles of hand gel.
How soon after meeting us, we were all here about tea time today, weren't we? How soon after you came in with a lovely day, great to see you again, everyone was shaking hands. How soon after that did you scurry away, reach into your pockets and furiously... What's the gap?
Well, it's just whenever I would get a quiet opportunity to...
I don't think this is the truth, because I've had several interactions with Warwick Davis, and I don't think that this is something I would have missed.
He certainly didn't do it immediately after I shook hands.
If he does it, he's subtle.
You have to be, don't you? I mean, I can't be seen to be going, oh, hello. Because that's rude, isn't it, then?
And it's not just... hello, it's hello,
You know how you can do it. If I'm sitting at a table and I meet somebody, I can do it down here.
That's worse. That's definitely worse.
OK, it's time to take a guess. What are you going to say?
It's a lie.
It's a lie?
Lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. Warwick, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. That isn't the hand gel that Warwick uses before his main bottle of hand gel. John, you're next.
OK. I once crawled through passport control on my hands and knees because I'd forgotten to pack my passport.
These team.
Where was this?
Brussels.
On the way in or on the way out?
On the way out.
Oh, it's horrible when Brussels are on the way out.
So when did you start the crawl?
There was a passport official sitting there at this high desk reading an adult magazine.
Oh, well, hang on, stop. Stop! Let's get that image first of all. The man is at passport control and he's reading a girly magazine. First of all, why does he think he's allowed to do this and get away with it?
Oh, it was 9:30 at night. I suppose he thought he'd had the last passenger through. You
obviously want to believe that everyone's going through this.
When did you realise you didn't have your passport?
When I saw the desk, because I put my hand in my pocket and I realised I'd left it in my wife's car when she dropped me off at the airport.
And how far would you say approximately the crawl was?
Shall I show you?
Please do, yes.
Okay.
That would be better.
Right, OK. Now, and also I get to look at all the... OK. So he couldn't see me from behind.
Right.
OK?
That was the title of the magazine, was it?
I see he's looking at the magazine. I see he's not looking at me.
OK, so then
So I got up and about here, I got down on my knees and I crawled along here in front of him. A seat with the desk was much higher, okay? Much higher. It was about like that. I think, actually, Rob, in your case, you better stand on the chair. And
I would not put up with that. I would not put up with that.
I don't mind it from him, but from an educated man like you.
And so here...
hello. Don't stand on the desk.
No, the desk is made out of papier-mâché.
It's quite heroic, isn't it?
It is. Magnificent. OK. OK, the desk is up to there, and I came along like this, only on my hands and knees.
Yeah, go on.
And then I carried on a bit, and then I ran like the clappers.
Just stay on, stay there a minute, just in case I ever forget my passport.
Yeah.
Rob, are you all right?
So, what are you thinking?
It's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
Actually, I think it's true. I'm going to go
really?
with true. Yeah.
So Warwick says it's a lie. Hugh says it's true. I will say it's true.
OK, John. Truth or lie?
Well, it's in fact completely true.
Next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. And it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Michael. So, Hugh, what is Michael to you?
This is Michael. He once tried to sell the remains of my lunch for £100.
Warwick, how do you know Michael?
This is my neighbour Michael, and I first met him when his shot put came over my garden fence.
Finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Michael?
This is Michael, and last summer I threw his phone in a boating lake.
So there we have it. Is Michael Hugh's snack seller, Warwick's shot put slinger, or Lee's phoneless friend? David's team, where do you want to start?
Well, shall we start with Hugh? What was this lunch and where were you having it?
It was in the cafe in Cornwall.
Oh, right.
That Michael used to run. And I had, I had a sandwich. I think, now, I knew nothing about this selling of my lunch until much later. Well, I was told by a friend that, in fact, what had happened was that Michael had set up this thing in the cafe called the Museum of Celebrity Leftovers.
Sounds like the name of this show.
As far as I remember, it's a sort of a little jar with the leftover of the particular person. Sort of like a specimen bottle.
It wasn't like a proper leftover. It was just essentially crumbs.
It was crumbs, then put into a glass. Well, it wasn't just me, it was various celebrities.
Who are the other celebrities that featured?
Jan Leeming.
I'll tell you what, at the moment, you are the best.
Yeah.
Michael Winner, I think, was there.
Oh, right.
And Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles had left?
I think it was bread and butter pudding.
How much did it go for in the end?
I don't know.
Surely you know how much your own memorabilia.
The only bit of memorabilia I do know about is on eBay, my autograph, £1.35.
On a £5 note, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Who would you like to ask next?
So, Warwick, Michael is your next-door neighbour.
Yes.
What does Michael do for a living that he can afford to live next to you?
He's a very successful businessman.
And so the shot put is just a hobby for him?
Well, it was something he used to do in his younger days. He was in the army and they used to have a sort of sporting event, and the shot put was his particular speciality.
So, describe the incident.
OK, I I've got quite a large garden. I was having a walk round. I was on a 2-day expedition. And I just heard I heard this sort of thudding sound, and you could almost feel the ground sort of vibrate a little bit. And I thought, what on earth was that? And looked around, and behind me was what I thought at the time was a cannonball. Made a big divot in my lawn.
You thought you were under fire from a medieval army.
Yeah, I didn't know what had happened. And your instinct is to look up, you know. I don't know what I was expecting to see, but I looked around and I heard this little voice, so, sorry, and looked towards the fence, and Michael looking over.
If you'd have had any sense, you'd have got it next to your head, lay down like that. Where there's blame, there's a claim.
May I approach Michael?
You may approach Michael.
Okay, so like, one of my many talents is that I can spot wealth in a man.
And yet, when I do this to women...
So, do you, from your inspection, Catherine, do you think that Michael is sufficiently affluent to live next door to Warwick?
Where do you think Warwick lives? In Graceland or somewhere? He's been in a few films, with no disrespect. I doubt it's like Simon Howell's house. What about Lee?
Lee.
Yes.
You threw Michael's phone in a lake.
See? He agrees. It's true.
Why did you throw his phone in a lake?
Because I was trying to give him his phone back.
And he was in a boat?
No.
On the lake?
I was in the boat.
Do you know Michael?
No.
How did you know it was his phone?
Because he was shouting at me from the bank. Not the bank. I don't mean he was drawing money out. I mean the side.
He was saying, throw me my phone
He was saying,
across the water to somebody he'd never seen before and who's
he didn't
throwing
say,
quantities he didn't know.
This is what I heard at the time. Excuse me. I think your boat. What? He said, I think in your boat. You're many miles away. And he said, my telephone in your boat. And I thought it's an unusual way to talk, because I was shaking his hand at the time. Eventually I work out he's saying, my phone is in your boat. So I sort of look around, and sure enough, under my seat was a phone.
But why didn't he just wait until you reached the shore?
Which is what he wanted to do, what he wanted to happen. But I, being a bit more confident in my throwing abilities than I should be, thought, well, I'll go, you know, I'll row towards him a bit. And I went like that, and I just did the worst throw I've ever done. And it just went straight into the water.
Do you know Michael's surname?
I don't know.
How did you get onto him to invite him onto the programme?
Oh, I think you'll find that I don't deal with the admin.
But it seems to me not absolutely impossible that the admin people would have said, that's an interesting story.
Yes.
Lee, what's Michael's other name so that we can get
Well, you haven't
in...
heard the rest of the story, have you? Because I felt guilty, and so I decided to buy him a new phone. And so I said, give me a number, because obviously, you know, his home number, and I will phone you when I've got the other phone for you, and I'll deliver it. So when the people working on this show heard the story and said, cool, blimey, that's quite fascinating. I don't suppose you know his surname, do you? I said, I don't, but I've got his number. Right here. I said, great, chuck it over. Well, I threw it. It went straight out the window, landed in a puddle.
We need an answer. So, David's team, is Michael Hugh's snack seller, Warwick's shot put slinger, or Lee's phoneless friend?
Well, Hugh's story, I don't think Hugh was even trying to make his story that believable. And so there's a chance that it's a fiendish double bluff, and that means it's true.
I love the idea of a celebrity leftover museum.
But it sounds... What, do you?
I mean, I've been to Cornwall, and it sounds like it could be quite an attraction.
Warwick's story, that could be true. Michael, he looks like a shot putter.
I mean, he wouldn't put it over somebody else's fence, would he?
So what are you saying? You think it's Lee?
Catherine, which way are you leaning?
I feel like the shot put story is real, and that is because Warwick looked up to Michael a lot. I feel like they have a certain intimacy.
Then again, it could be on the boating lake, the phone mishap.
It is.
I feel like a more likely admin story as to why Michael is here after Lee throwing his phone off the boat is perhaps Michael got on social media and was like, Lee Mack threw my phone into a lake, and the show reached out that way.
I don't want to stereotype, but to me, Michael looks more like someone who threw a shot put in the army a few years ago than someone who's massive on social media.
So what's it going to be?
We're going to go with Warwick.
OK, Michael, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Michael, and I did try to sell the remains of the lunch.
Thank you very much, Michael. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's David.
Last summer, I lost a tennis match when a bee buzzed up the leg of my shorts at a crucial moment.
Please, team.
Right.
What was the crucial moment?
Match point.
What was the score at that point in sets?
I'll be honest, we only played one set.
And what was the score in games at that point?
At that point?
Yes.
The score in games
I think you know what I'm asking you, David.
was 5-4.
To you.
3-2-1, I'm going to tell you. It was 5-4.
To you.
No, I lost.
Oh, I see, a crucial point.
Right, so, did this bee sting you, or did he come in, have a quick shufty and exit?
A shufty and exit.
Well, did he exit out the other leg?
Or was anything blocking his passage?
Do you play regularly?
I don't really know. I used to play more regularly, but
What
now I
standard would you say you are? If 0 is someone that's never played in it ever, and 10 is Boris Becker, what are you?
What's 1?
Tim Henman.
In this case, I'm probably a 0.3.
Would you give us a demonstration of your serve technique?
Oh, yes.
It'd be lovely, I think, for Lee and his team. If they had an idea, they look at this serve, they say, well, there's a guy who wouldn't be bamboozled by a bumble, or maybe he would.
I have to say, I think this is totally pointless. I'll do it.
Shall we say... who joins in with the fun.
I'm so sorry, this is just a waste of your time. This is it. This is the racket in my right hand.
David, why don't?
Sorry, Rob. Okay, caught it. Ready?
You're not going to fire it at me, are you?
I'll
aim it over there.
I'll zing it down that way.
Please do, yeah.
Okay.
That's barely going to get over the net.
You don't believe I serve like that?
No.
I want to see your feet off the ground and put something... I want to see you grunting.
Oh, hang on, wait a minute. What a ball, have you?
You went over there. All right, ready?
Right, go on then.
I'm going to grunt.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to put my back into this.
Go on then.
I'm going to show I want it.
You're doing that with the outside, trying to get rid of the bees.
I'm bouncing the ball.
That's how you congratulate a small child. You did very well.
Okay, and... Oh!
That was lovely, thank you. That was lovely. That was more than we could ever have hoped for. What do you think?
He doesn't look like a tennis player.
He probably has picked up a tennis racket. I don't think he's claiming to be at county level.
He doesn't look like he would be at any level.
No, but he...
I think that's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
Rick?
I think it's a lie, because he wouldn't... Maybe a bee flew up his shorts when he was having ice cream, but he definitely...
That's the most belittling thing I've ever heard. OK, we're saying it's a lie.
OK, David. Was that the truth, or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 4 points to 1. Thanks for watching. Good night. The show with fabulous fibs and terrifying truths. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who says he looks like a cross between Miss Piggy and Boris Johnson. So, part puppet with the face of a pig and part Miss Piggy. It's Rob Beckett. And a presenter of Newsnight who attended an all-girls school that she describes as being a bit like St. Trinian's. I say forget the quiz, let's talk about that. It's Kirsty Walk. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a dancer who's been in the business for 40 years. Quite an achievement, considering he says he's 37. It's Bruno Tognoli. And an avant-garde comedian and broadcaster who redefines cool. Cool now means having a beard and living in Norwich. It's Adam Buxton. And so we begin with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Bruno Tognoli, you are first up tonight.
I once caused a fire in a hotel while making pasta sauce for Bananarama.
David's team, Bananarama, I should say, David, are a popular pop group from the 1980s, all-girl, three-piece band.
Yeah, right. I should point out, girls are...
I mean, the key question here, Bruno, is why were you making pasta sauce in a hotel for Bananarama?
Because I'm Italian and, you know, people like my pasta.
Who's your favourite member of Bananarama?
They're all my favourite. They're all friends.
Perfect answer. If he's lying, he's good.
One of them is married to Andrew Ridgeley.
What, really?
Wasn't one of them married to the Eurythmics bloke?
Yeah.
Dave Stewart, yes. No,
Dave
you're
Stewart,
thinking of...
That's Annie Lennox.
No,
Annie Lennox wasn't in Bananarama.
It's so difficult working with such music experts.
Backstory, when was this? When was it?
It was in the 80s.
The 1980s.
But wait a minute, you were just... You were very young. Were you very
I was
young,
extremely
80s?
young. I was practically a fetus.
And why were you with Bananarama?
I was shooting a video. I was shooting a video.
Were you dancing?
You were directing it? What were you...
Choreographing a video.
You were choreographing a Bananarama video?
Yeah.
I have to say, having seen Bananarama videos, I don't think there's an over-reliance on choreography. You point to your hand like this, you go like that. You go up in the air, you come down. You go to that side. It's a lovely story. I love it. Now, where is the kitchen and my saucepan?
So anyway, I was working with a lot of pop groups at the time. Bananarama was one of my clients, and I was in Los Angeles shooting a video. And after we finished filming, I went to the hotel. They asked me to cook a pasta for them.
Is,
So I was.
is cooking dinner at the end of the day part of the choreographer's job description? Some hotels, I believe, at the very top end, will actually provide a food-making service for you. And in fact, I've heard it's even frowned upon if you attempt to cook your own meal on the premises.
There are some hotels, rock and roll hotels, which actually have villas, so you don't go through what everybody goes through.
So how did the fire? You say there was a conflagration.
Well, what happened is that I kind of started this tomato sauce, and I said to Sarah, I need to get some extra ingredients, so you just watch the onions. Make sure that once they become golden, you remove the pan from the stove, and wait for me to come back to finish.
Very clear instructions.
Very clear, it's very simple.
An idiot could follow those instructions.
So after a day of trying to choreograph Banana, you knew they couldn't follow any instructions.
So anyway, so I come back and there is like fire ranging, smoke everywhere. What the hell is going on here? Basically, she washed her hair and the kitchen was on fire. Everything was black. I mean, the whole thing was a terrible disaster.
Was Bananarama all right?
My pasta was ruined.
Did the fire brigade come?
Yes.
Was that nice?
Was it nice, did you say, Rob?
Was it nice?
Very odd question.
Was it nice?
How was the fire engine? Was it nice?
Because in America, they're always very nice. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Is this your villa? Is it burned down to the ground? Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. They're good job.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
They're so nice. Everything in America is lovely. It's good job.
David, what are you thinking? What do you think?
I'm thinking it's a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of telling the truth because it's so ridiculous.
I think we're going to say true. I think it's true.
Okay. Bruno Tognoli, was it true or was it a lie?
It was the truth.
Yes, it's true. Bruno did cause a fire in a hotel when making pasta sauce for Bananarama. Adam, you're next.
If my wife and I are having a row, to help us think more rationally, we go into separate rooms and continue the argument over Skype.
I should say, before we kick off here, if anybody in Wales is watching, Skype is it's a sort of telephone call with pictures.
Adam, where did this idea come from?
Well, it first started when we were not in the same physical space. Well, like, we weren't in the same house. We were
on Skype already?
We were on Skype. We were in different countries. And we were having quite a difficult conversation that I was anticipating was going to get out of hand. And I was surprised by the fact that Skype enabled us to stay relatively calm.
What was the difficult situation?
I was going to ask
Did it go along the lines of, what's that person doing in the background?
So what was the last row you had that required Skype's intervention?
Well, I mean, this is kind of personal.
You brought it up, mate.
I mean, it was sparked off by drawers being left open. I mean, I was very irritated because it was something that I pointed out a number of times, and I was disappointed to see that
disappointed.
The conversation.
Classic.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
I was very disappointed to see that the tip that I had given about keeping the drawers closed, especially the ones at a low level, so I don't bark my shins. Is that really unreasonable? I was disappointed to see that that chat hadn't been actioned.
So how do you go from arguing? Which one of you will then say, okay, whoa, time out. Let's.
I mean, that's enough to start a divorce. Okay, time. Right, that's it.
So I did that with my wife when we were having an hour. I go, make us a cup of tea. that doesn't help. Just a tip for you.
Who makes that decision? How does it move on to the Skype stage?
Yeah, I'm the one who makes the decision because originally I thought that it would be a sort of funny way of diffusing some tension.
Is this a system you could see yourself implementing, David?
No.
You and Mrs. Mitchell, perhaps, if tempers are ever heaven forbid, raised?
Well, I think it wouldn't work for us because I think we find computers more annoying than each other.
So, David, what are you thinking? Has Adam been telling the truth?
What do you think, Kirsty?
I think it's really, really possible.
What do you think?
He does like computers, doesn't he? Look at him.
I've got one last question.
Come on, then.
Oh, right.
It's the first time you had the row in real life, and you had in the back of your mind that maybe if you could get onto Skype, the row would be diffused. Was that not, to your wife, an incredibly annoying suggestion?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I would have thought that the de-escalating effects of Skype would be overwhelmed by the escalating effect of suggesting Skype.
It's heavy going, isn't it?
It is heavy going.
It's very heavy going, that one.
8 years of this.
Get to the point!
Get to the point is not an exhortation you can fairly make during a parlour game. There is no point. This is a pointless exercise. We are whiling away our finite time before the grave.
What are you going to say? Truth or lie?
I think it's the truth.
I'm not thinking it's so weird it's true.
OK, my team says true. I'm certainly not sure either way, so I couldn't overrule them.
So it's true.
So we're saying
You're
it's
saying
true.
Right, OK,
Yeah.
OK. Adam Buxton, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Skype conducted arguments, that is a lie.
Oh, brilliant!
Yes, it was a lie all along. Adam and his wife don't go into separate rooms to argue over Skype. OK, our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Hayden. So, Adam, what is Hayden to you?
This is Hayden. He is the human statue that I once had to give a massage to because he got cramp in his leg.
Bruno, perhaps you could explain how you know Hayden.
This is Hayden. When I choreographed a dance routine for a troupe of JCB diggers, he drove digger number 3.
And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He used to be the lead singer of Bananarama until a fire tragically burnt off his hair. Actually, that's not true.
Lee, what is your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He once stopped a cow charging at me by throwing...
Oh, this one's true. Oh, hang on. Let's listen, because this one's true.
Do you know what? Now you're starting to think maybe the Bananarama one's true. I will continue. This is
Lee, what is your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He once stopped a cow charging at me by throwing an apple pie in its face.
There we are. There we are. Adam's stiff statue, Bruno's dancing digger driver, or Lee's bovine basher. David's team, where would you like to begin?
Well, Adam, what was the situation in which you had to give a human statue a massage? Why was his cramp your problem?
Well, we were in London, me and my family, my 3 young children and my beautiful wife, and we were on the South Bank, right next to the London Eye, and we saw Hayden there. He was dressed as a golden robot man. My daughter wanted to pose for a photograph with him because she thought he was adorable looking. She loves gold, anything gold. And in the middle of the photograph, he sort of started making pained robot noises.
How did you become certain enough that a massage of an intimate part of his body would be gratefully received?
I just asked. I said, would you like me to rub your calf?
In fact, funny enough, that's interesting because that's the exact phrase I used when the cow charged at me.
Were there many people there? Because quite often a crowd gathers around someone like
No, it was
this.
rainy morning, cold, rainy morning.
When it was a rainy morning, whilst you're walking around London with your family, it sounds like a bit of a...
You know,
stressful
sometimes, I don't know
morning.
if this is true or not, you can leave the house and it's not raining, then it starts raining.
Yeah.
By the rumours I heard.
But what I normally do is go in at a coffee shop, not wander around looking at robots
Yeah,
in the rain.
what I would say to you, Rob, is do you have children?
It's not often a 5-year-old says, Caffè Nero, please. This weather isn't too horrible, yes.
Do you have children, Rob?
No children, no.
So you live a life of unalloyed pleasure and hedonism, not having to think for 1 second about another living person. If you have children, it is not uncommon to trudge around the South Bank in the pouring rain with the drudgery of your life pressing down on you and these voices coming at you from every damn side. You don't know you're born. And the fact that you stood still looking at this loser for it's blessed relief from listening to them giving this all the time. Right, David, there's, who else would you like to quiz?
Bruno, there was a digger dance.
It was a dance routine in which we had many, like a group of diggers.
And how many diggers? So 20?
I think it was, 12.
And what was it for?
It was for these fairs, you know, this kind of country fairs where they have all sorts of products in relation to farming.
And what was so special about Hayden's digger?
Well, I mean, they're all the same, the diggers, but he was number 3.
But
did he have to do a particularly difficult pirouette?
They all have to do very, very difficult manoeuvres, because can you imagine, you know, they're huge, they're tons, and they have things moving up, down, so everything was to music.
What was the music?
It was a medley.
Oh, I love that.
You love medley, don't
Yes.
you? Oh, Andrew Lloyd Webber tunes.
Oh, I've got off it.
Is it your favourite? Your favourite.
Right, Lee.
Yes.
A cow was charging at you, and then Hayden
had a pie.
Saved you.
Hayden had the apple pie and threw it in its face.
So why was he carrying an apple pie?
Good question. Because we were going to a wedding.
Oh, you knew him?
Oh, I know Hayden, yeah.
So you're on your way to a wedding
with an apple pie.
across a field
with an apple pie.
We're in a car park.
All right.
We're going to some sort of like country wedding. There's lots of marquees and things, and we've got to walk through quite a bit of land with lots of farmers' land around it. And there was a cow that started approaching, and he was carrying, bizarrely, an apple pie.
So it was a bring your own food wedding?
No, hey, just because we're northerners, don't be like that. It was his children are very picky eaters, and he knew that the children wouldn't eat any of the fancy food at the wedding, and so he didn't want the stress of the child not eating and then getting fractious.
Yeah. But why did the cow charge you? Because cows are normally quite timid. Bulls charge.
It started coming towards me, and as a joke, I started sort of like enticing it a little bit.
Showing it a nipple.
Yeah. And the cow went, call that a nipple? Have a look at it!
So you're with your family. You're not on your own, you're with your family.
I'm with my family. I'm with my wife and 3 children.
Can I ask how...
And I, like Rob, was weeping, going, why can't I be on my own for once?
You're walking across the field. The cow has noticed you.
The cow, well, noticed me, he didn't go.
Lee Mack.
That's Lee Mack.
To be fair on me, Lee, I did say noticed, not recognised.
The cow sort of looked up, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't...
Noticed you.
Was it Frisian, belted Galloway?
I don't know what the temperature was like. The cow, it was one of those ones that looked like Mick Hucknall.
Oh, the ginger one. Ginger cow.
Island one, yeah. You know the ones that look like Mick Hucknall wearing a Vikings helmet?
Yeah.
Highland, one of those.
Highland cow.
In Cumbria. Where were you?
That was, believe it or not, it was actually on the Isle of Mull.
Okay.
Now we're getting...
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting
we're on the Isle of Mull now, aren't we?
You were dressed in a kilt?
No, because I've got some self-respect.
And so the cow noticed you, starts coming out.
I don't think the cow was charging us in the sense of it's going to kill her, but it was walking very fast towards us because I foolishly had picked up a load of grass and was sort of doing that.
You waved the grass as a joke.
I got the grass like that. It started getting a little bit out of hand because it started getting a bit of grass, and then we sort of walked away a bit, and then it walked very fast towards us. And I went like and sort of threw it in the cow's face, and the cow got a bit of a shock.
How far away from the cow was Hayden when he launched the pie? What was,
I would say...
Did he actually press it into the cow with his hand?
No,
or
no. I think he
chuck
mixed
it
it up.
over?
I think he mixed up this incident and something that happened with the Chuckle Brothers. And he did flip down slowly and the cow went.
So how far away were you when you when he threw the pie?
It was all in a bit of a panic, but I would guess at somewhere in the region of sort of how far now I am from Hayden. So it's one of those sort of...
So did it go in the horns and all down its, through its hair?
To be honest with you, we were sort of facing the other way going at speed. So I didn't say, kids, come back, see how it's landed.
So, David's team, is Hayden Adam's stiff statue, Bruno's dancing digger driver, or Lee's bovine basher?
What do you think, Tess?
I'm just not sure about the idea that he looks the kind of guy that is a golden robot.
Look at his golden robot head.
No. I don't think he's a robot. No, it doesn't show Lee in a good light because he's acted incredibly stupidly and then couldn't repair his own damage.
Yeah, well, absolutely. He's
literally put his children in danger.
No, whoa.
Yeah,
Hang on. I'm not having another one taken into care. I did not. I simply said, look at the orange beast, and waved a bit of...
I remember last series where you brought in a video of you making one of your children cry.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I think he looks like a guy who'd probably be very precise with a digger.
I'm siding on digger over robot, definitely, and don't know about the cow pie.
Yeah, I think we're leaning towards Bruno's story being
You're
true.
all thinking it's the digger?
Yeah.
OK. Hayden, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name's Hayden. I was digger number 3 in Bruno's dance routine.
Yes, Hayden is Bruno's dancing digger driver. Thank you very much, Hayden. This brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, and we start with... It is David.
As a child, I was scared of the sun.
What age?
I think this will probably be when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, that sort of age. When I was 4,567. I was still in my infancy as a god.
What was it about the sun that you found frightening?
It was looking at it.
Oh, yeah. Did you just go out at night or something? You never went out during the day?
No, I did go out during the day, but I would sort of obsessively keep my eyes towards the ground.
Right.
The problem was that someone used the phrase, if you look at the sun, you will go blind.
Funny enough, exactly the same advice for me as well, but it was page 3 of the Sun. So you would still go out, but you would avoid it anyway.
And then, occasionally you sort of turn your head and the sun goes through your vision, and it can create that slight, when you blink, you can still see.
And you thought that was burning.
And I thought, right, well, what's that? Is that the beginning of the great eternal darkness?
Yeah. You really had a happy childhood, didn't you? We were all then on our rally grifters, and you were thinking about the eternal darkness.
Did anything else scare you as a child?
Oh, yes, most things.
What else scared you?
Well, the trouble is that some children are timorous and some children are reckless.
Yeah.
And
I'm Sagittarius.
And in order to save the lives of reckless children, warnings are calibrated for their safety, the result of which is that the timorous live in a state of perpetual terror. What I needed to be told is, most days you won't die, it's fine. I wasn't ever going to tear across a 3-lane motorway.
Right.
The very existence of a 3-lane motorway in the same postcode as me made me not want to leave the house.
And presumably you would wait for about 3 weeks before swimming after a meal.
No, and having an ice cream in the afternoon and then thinking, right, well, I should probably not swim for the rest of the holiday. Then someone says, when I was an adult, you don't have to wait at all. It's all a myth. You can swim and eat.
Did you have
while looking into the sun?
So what are we thinking?
Adam?
I'm thinking true fact.
I'm going truth.
So you're saying it's the truth?
Yeah.
Go on, we'll say it's true.
You're going to say that it's true. OK. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. As a child, David was scared of the sun. Next. It's Kirsty.
Jeremy Paxman didn't talk to me for a week after he caught me drinking from his Snoopy mug.
Lee.
I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant. What's a Snoopy cat?
Snoopy, you know who Snoopy is? Snoopy's a rapper and he's a cartoon character, a comic strip.
Snoopy the dog.
Snoopy the dog.
Snoopy the
Charlie
dog.
Brown.
Charlie Brown. Jeremy Paxman as a Snoopy
mug.
Mug.
Yeah.
Cup mug thing.
And how did he come about finding out you'd had... Was there lipstick on the coffee cup?
No, he caught me.
He actually caught you? You were lips on cup?
Yeah.
What did he say? Well, yeah, so picture the scene, right? I'm Jeremy Paxman. No, because you have to play him, otherwise I wouldn't be able to say it because I wasn't there. I'll be you, right? News. That's you read out sim. News. Sorry, I need a little break.
News.
News. Paxman! Paxman's in.
Isle of Mull, Highland
Hang on, you're both doing you now.
No. Don't do you.
He's doing you.
I'm doing you.
Right.
He's doing you.
I'm doing you.
No. Let's be very clear.
I'm at my desk.
Lee is doing you.
I'm you.
You are doing Jeremy Paxman.
You're at the desk.
I'm rehearsing, so I'm saying news. I want to go independent, but I'm not allowed to say it publicly. I get my lips on the cup. Or I might not want to go independent. It could go either way. I'm not going to say it. I get my cup.
Stop.
I get my cup.
I'm left-handed.
I get... So there you are, you're doing the drinky thing, and it's got to your lips. The lip... Paxman. What does Paxman say?
Kirsty, you're not drinking out my Snoopy mug.
So he said, you're not drinking out my Snoopy mug.
What's he doing this for?
What's it for?
He said, you're not drinking out my Snoopy mug, are you?
And you're me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're me anyway. And I've got my left hand. Are you doing Paxman now?
No.
Why is he talking like that? I don't
because the
understand
microphone's broke. He's like, it's a long way away. It's a big room.
It's a long way away.
Drinking out of my cup. It's a small room.
So you've got the cup, and Paxman walks in, and then you say, I can't do you because I wasn't there. You have to now be you. So you said, I'm now Paxman. Or, Kirsty, are you drinking from my Snoop, whatever? And you said...
It's only a mug. What does it matter?
And he said...
It's my mug.
And you said...
OK, have your mug.
And he said...
Wash it first.
Oh. I've been through that conversation with a woman before. OK.
But then he didn't talk to you for a week.
A week's a long time. What is it about Paxman? He wouldn't talk to you for a week because
Who
of
said that?
That was in your...
You did when you read it.
I think we made the number. I think it's a fly. Who said that? Oh no, who was it that said that? Somebody said it.
I suspect you're edging towards her telling a lie.
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. And do you know what? I believed her until the week mistake.
Until the unravelling.
So you say it's a lie. Kirsty, was it truth or was it a lie?
Lie.
And that sound signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 3 points to 2. Yeah. But it's not just a team game, of course, and my individual liar of the week this week is Adam Buxton. Yes, Adam's got more flannel than the John Lewis bed and bath department. Good night. and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where economising with the truth pays dividends. On Lee Mack's team tonight, an actress who's been in EastEnders so long they actually built the set around her. It's June Brown. And a woman who studied French and philosophy at university and is now a comedian and actress. That was 30 grand well spent. It's Aisling Bea. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, a stand-up comic who admits that he can't do up a tie. And by the look of him, can't use a hairbrush either. It's Sean Walsh. And a football presenter who once did a charity bike ride from Newcastle to West Brom with Alan Shearer. They were only supposed to go to Sunderland, but Shearer insisted on finishing his anecdote. It's Adrian Childs. And so we begin, as always, with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Adrian, you're first up tonight.
I find nothing more relaxing than making scented candles.
Please, team, what do you think?
How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for about
24 seconds?
No. I've been doing this for about 2 years.
What started you off? What happened 2 years ago that you were so stressed this is what you took to?
I had a friend of mine from Birmingham was working in London during the week, and he came and he said, "Oh, I'll be making candles." I went,
yeah, your regular brummy starting conversation.
He said,
Adrian, yeah, I've just been making the candles.
It was something like that, actually. He said there was a little shop near me in West London where you can get all the candle making stuff, and he told me how to do it, and that sounds relatively simple. I've never been able to do anything practical, anything arty or crafty. I thought perhaps this is the one poxy little thing I could do.
I've genuinely never. How do you make a candle? What does it come in?
Shall I tell him?
Do you know?
Yes.
Do me a favour. Don't tell him.
What you do is this. You get a glass, say any glass, and then you melt your wax. And obviously it's come solid. You melt it very gently in a saucepan. So
Where do you buy wax?
Liquid.
Where
From a
would I
candle
go?
making shop. From a candle
Well,
making
I've never
shop.
seen any candle making
Neither
shops.
would I. Neither would I. And I live half a mile
one.
from
There's
it.
one just down the road, just near the butchers and the bakers. I've seen one of those.
That's the candlestick maker. They make candlesticks.
What's the
not
difference between a
candles.
candlestick and a candle? You know, a candlestick isn't something that's not a candle. You know,
That's
it's
a
a
candle
candle.
holder.
A candlestick.
A candlestick is the thing you put the candle in.
No.
Yes,
a candlestick is a stick-shaped candle.
No, it's not.
I've always assumed that the candlestick maker was basically just the candle maker, but they put the stick in for scansion.
No, I think the candlestick refers to the stick.
So you think that's the man? That's not the man that makes the butcher for everyday meat, baker everyday bread, and the candlestick maker for not the candles. You have to go out of town to get them, but for the things you put the receptacles.
The opposite.
For the candle.
I'm saying he makes the candles that are in the shape of a stick.
Oh, I'm with you.
He's saying
Yes, I'm-
the candlestick refers to the candelabra, the actual thing that you put the candle in.
Candelabra is separate to a candlestick.
What is a candlestick?
A candlestick is a single stick you put a candle in.
With all adore say, let's refer to the expert. June, is a candlestick the candle or the thing you put the candle in?
I'm afraid it's the thing you put the candle in.
Stick.
Damn! Get me Barbara Winter!
Anyway, Adrian, you were saying.
Yes. So you melt the wax, and then you basically stick your wick. Look, you stick your wick at the bottom of the jar, and then the wick sticks up. You might have to just hold the end of it just to keep it stiff. Then, I'm not making this up, honestly. Then, right, you've got your wax, and you've put your scent and your colour in the wax by this time, and then you just pour it into the cup, and just to as high as you want it, and then you let go, and the wick stays where it is. Then, and then you just got to let it cool down.
Right, now we know the process. June, is that how you make a candle?
I don't know.
I do.
I'm not so
going to go with this as being the truth just because he explained it. Because if it's a lie, I reckon he could have pretty much worked out. You melt the wax, add a bit of string, and it goes hard.
No, but all those things like holding it and knowing those things. How would Adrian Childs know that otherwise?
He did used to present the One Show. Coming up next, we've got a fascinating feature on candles. So what do you think, truth or lie?
What do we think?
I think truth.
You think it's true?
Yeah, I think true.
I don't think so. I think it's a lie. But don't take my word for it.
I'm going to go with whatever you say.
Oh, don't.
I'm not putting any pressure on you. But whatever you say, I will say.
Just go 1, 2, 3 and say something.
Okay. You're saying true.
1, 2, 3, true.
True. True. I've never been very good with timing, sorry.
No, it's always a lie, but never mind.
What? I was about to say true. I was about to say true. We're going to go with lie. I trust you.
You're going to say lie. OK. Adrian Childs, candle maker. Truth or lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. Adrian does find making scented candles relaxing. June, you're next.
Oh, crikey. I once went skinny dipping with Sharon from EastEnders.
David Steve, where did you go skinny dipping?
Greece.
And why were you on the beach with a co-star of the show?
Well, we had gone on holiday together, and Tish was very worried because the photographers, you see, and every time a camera went off, there weren't phones then, but there were cameras, and there's a flash, Tish would think she was being photographed.
And we should say, June, that when you say Tish, that's Letitia Dean who plays Sharon. Right. So Letitia stripped off for this skinny
Why are
dipping.
you so interested in that? Why aren't you interested in me?
No, So, when was this happening?
Well, it was about 1988, I'd say. It might have been 89.
Right.
And why did you decide to go swimming naked rather than wearing swimming costumes, as is conventional?
Because there was nobody else on this beach, except a lot of poles. Well, not... There were waiting umbrellas.
Were you drinking?
No. She was driving.
She drove into the sea? My God.
What are you thinking, David?
Well, I think this is basically a plausible story. People have been nude in their life. Even I have, on occasion.
David, let's not, please. I'd like to sleep tonight.
Have you ever been skinny dipping, David? Is it something you've ever done?
No. Unless I pick up a card later that says I have.
Can I ask one more question? Do you mind? What Factor sun cream did you wear as you went in?
I don't think I had any on.
It's not responsible, really, is it?
Again, this isn't the One Show. You're not presenting a feature on sun care.
OK.
Do remember, if you are popping in with your tinkle out, to cover up with a bit of sun cream. Anyway, Giles Brandreth has been investigating teddy bears. So what are you going to say? What do you think? Truth or lie?
What do you think?
If you're worried about cameras, it's not the first thing you think of. Let's go and find a beach and get our kit off and get in the sea in broad daylight.
Yeah.
So, I think lie.
Lie?
I would go with lie.
Lie. We think lie.
You think lie?
Lie.
OK. June, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Yes, that is true. June did go skinny dipping with Sharon from EastEnders. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Marie. Aisling, what is Marie to you?
This is Marie. She once booked me a stripper, and it went so badly that I spent the rest of the night trying to cheer him up.
OK, June, how do you know Marie?
Well, I call her Mari, you see, because Mari is going to play the young Dot in a spin-off of EastEnders called Dot Cotton, The Motorbike Years.
Okay. And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Marie?
This is Marie. She once asked me to pop into her house to get rid of a spider. 10 minutes later, she asked me to leave because I was making matters worse.
All right, there you have it. Ashling's party planner, June's acting apprentice, or Lee's damsel in distress. David's team, where would you like to begin?
Aisling,
Yeah?
Marie hired you a stripper.
Yes, now she's my friend, my best friends. Yeah.
Right, and why?
That was my birthday party, and there was about 40 to 50 people in the room, and then the silence came.
And this wasn't just because people had nothing to say to each other.
No.
There was someone
It
had
wasn't
gone
one of your parties, David.
So it goes quiet, then what happened?
And out came a fireman. And I was in total shock. And he gave a CD of his music to my flatmate.
Oh, so the CD wasn't already in the CD
Oh no,
player?
it was. He had given it. So
he had given
yeah.
it, right.
And
so he didn't come in brandishing it, saying...
no, he didn't go in.
Track
Right,
5. Track 5, moving on to 6 when I get down to my pants.
My flatmate put it into my laptop, and at the time, every time my laptop got a new CD, after about 7 seconds of music, it would automatically start writing the CD, you know, when it takes on the song.
Yeah.
So this fireman came out, I was shocked, and it started going... Silence. The music stopped as he was taking off his jacket,
Yeah.
and I could see the sadness in his eyes.
And what happened?
He took out a banana out of his satchel and started to peel it.
All right.
And he was, you know...
Easy now, easy.
But I looked at it and I was trying to eat healthier at the time, and he gave it to me like this, and I just went, oh, thank you very much. And he was like, no, you weren't supposed to eat it, you're supposed to lick it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I think I'm in the wrong programme. This poor little girl is standing here forever. What's it got to do with her, I want to know?
Marie booked me the stripper, and she was also really disappointed.
Oh, you naughty girl.
Because we'd all chipped in a tenner, and Marie had spent ages looking for a nice, fit policeman, and she opened the door and she was really disappointed because a little bit of a tubby fireman turned up, and that is not what she'd ordered.
So, how did it end?
Oh, well, after the banana incident, he went for the next bit, which was the whipped cream. And he covered himself in whipped cream. And again, I was trying to... I cut out dairy out of my diet. He put it on his chest. And that's covered in baby lotion as well. So I was a bit like, that's disgusting.
Because you didn't nick off the cream, that
Yeah.
meant that he would have had to take that off, which is the saddest image
Yeah.
of all
Just
time. A stripper
wiping.
just upstairs going, oh, God.
But he did loads of it on.
Do you think that's why he was so tubby? That he was very...
All right, David. Who would you like to move on to?
June, what's the broad outline of Dot Cotton, the motorbike years?
Well, they've done this before, haven't they? They had a young Lou and a young Ethel years and years and years ago, and they decided they'd have a young Dot to show what she was like before she was married. Dot, you see, you was apprenticed into hairdressing. And what happened was she used to go around on a motorbike with a sidecar. This was before she married Charlie. She met him, actually, because she nearly knocked him down with the motorbike and the sidecar, and that's, unfortunately, how she met Charlie. So she used to go around to her customers on the motorbike.
Can I ask, have they filmed this yet?
No, it's about to happen.
Oh,
We know
I
what
see.
they're like, and I don't know how many episodes it'll be.
So what advice did you give Marie?
Well, I explained about her foibles and her oddnesses, you know, and her precision. She's pernickety, and she's quite difficult, really. She was quite nasty at the beginning. She's become so lovely now. I don't know what's happened to her. So anyway...
Oh, I hope it's true now.
So that's really what
Which it isn't, because mine's true.
So, Lee, how do you know her?
Marie lives next door.
Well, she's your next-door neighbour?
Well, she's my next-door neighbour's nanny.
Right, OK.
Not grandmother, obviously.
No.
That'd be crazy.
How big was the spider?
The spider was, including the legs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The spider was, I would say, about that big with legs.
Well, did she come around and knock on the door, or how did she alert you to the crisis?
She came down. She came round and knocked on the door.
leaving the children and the spider unattended?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
I was at home just watching television, you know, just like you do, watching a bit of
So what time?
bit of EastEnders as it goes.
What time of day was this?
7:30. It's about 7:30 till 8.
So it was in the evening, and Marie knocks at the door. You go and answer the door. What did she say?
She said, Lee. She's French.
Okay.
She said, Lee, you must come very quickly. Pourquoi? I said. There is a spider in my house. I'm very frightened. Mais oui, I said. So I said, I'm not, you know, I'm sort of watching Doc Cotton, my favourite, you know. I don't know this character. I've only just arrived. Last time I was here, it was 3010. So we just made light conversation about it.
You made light conversation, despite her distress, despite the fact that she's leaving unattended children in a house with an arachnid she finds terrifying. And so you go into the house. Where's the spider?
Exactly. Where that spider? I said, and she said, "He's in the bathroom. In the bathroom."
Bathroom? The bathroom?
No, that's what I said. I said, no, it's bathroom. She went, oh, thank you, I've learned something.
So it's not...
And then she went upstairs to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And she said, it's under that thing there.
What thing?
There was a little corner cabinet. She goes, it's under there, it's under there. So I said, stand back, but I'm actually a bit frightened of spiders. So I was trying to play it cool, like I'll sort it out, but was terrified of what I might see. So I asked if she had any like brooms and stuff, and she passed me the broom. So I get the stick and I try and move the thing, and as I'm moving the thing, the vase that was on top fell over and smashed. Now, that was just the start of my problem. Oh, God. Put it this way, have you ever seen that episode of Mr. Bean where he tries to catch a spider?
No.
Good, I'll use that then. So the vase smashes. Now the child comes in, sees me. I panicked, saw the broken vase, saw the child with no shoes on, and just sort of went, whoa, whoa, get out, like that. Bit too assertively, and the child started crying. Oh, but why do you make me cry so?
Hang on.
No.
Child is not French.
No, that's what I said. I said it. Let me finish. I said, are they French children? And she went, no, but you know, the parents are never here, so they learn from me. It's unbelievable. 3 years old, never been to France. He's going, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Why must I cry? Horrible.
What happened then?
She shepherds them out like that. So I got a bit more brave, and I went over to the thing like that now, and I just go for it, I just pull it like that. The whole thing goes over, the drawer comes out, and things spill all over from the top drawer, and there's some awkward things in the top drawer, because I am in the bathroom that Marie uses, so it's her bathroom. I'm not going to go into detail.
What sort of awkward things?
I don't want to embarrass her. But
a Lee Mack video?
Awkward things.
And did you at any point actually see the spider?
Well, that's the funny thing. No, I didn't.
But you know what size it was?
Yes, I do. She told me. She told me, didn't she?
You described the size quite specifically.
Because I listen to women, Rob. That's the difference between me and you. That's why they go out with me. Because I listen to what they have to say. I don't always go, did you see me and Gavin and Stacey? No, I'm interested in their lives, Rob. In their lives. And their figures. Not all about you.
All right, well, is Marie Aisling's party planning friend, June's acting apprentice, or Lee's damsel in distress?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Lee doesn't listen to women. No. So, but what do you think?
What Lee's saying is obviously... it's just not true, is it?
Yeah.
Doc Cotton, the motorbike years. No, no. Aisling's absolutely sold me on this. I can see you struggling with that banana. It's unquestionably.
What do you think? Marie looks Irish as well. There's something about her that's Irish.
OK, we think it's the stripper story.
You think it's Aisling? OK. Marie, would you please reveal your true identity?
Sorry,
Despite the palais, on compte de faire une sorte de robe.
Je m'appelle Marie et I booked the stripper for Ashley's birthday.
Genuinely for a moment then I thought, oh, it's me.
You're not French, are you?
No, I just really wanted that story to be true.
Thank you very much, Marie. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lives, and we start with... It's David.
I once accidentally left a goldfish on top of a petrol pump.
Lee's team.
OK, when was this?
About in the late 90s.
The late 90s? That's
Where
quite
did you got
old.
this goldfish from that you were at a petrol pump with it?
I was basically in a car with some friends of mine, and we were driving back from the Edinburgh Festival, and the goldfish had been a prop.
Is it in a bowl or a plastic bag?
It's neither.
What's it in?
It's in a sort of Tupperware.
But it's got water in, right?
Yes.
And holes in the top?
Yeah.
Yes, but none in the bottom. We stopped for some petrol, and I fancied stretching my legs because I was sitting in the passenger seat with a goldfish on my knee.
Right.
You were travelling back with it on your knee?
Well, how would you?
I wouldn't be so selfish. I'd have gone by submarine and towed it. But I'm different to this. I'm far more keeping than
I think you have an exaggerated idea of how wide Britain's canals are. Because if you tried to take it by sea, the salt would have killed it, you barbarian.
Oh, it wasn't the salted goldfish.
A salted goldfish is a starter. This was a pet.
So you rested it on top.
Yeah.
Now talk us through what happens next.
I get out of the car with the goldfish, put it on the petrol pump.
Again?
No, I'm sort of... I'm rewinding a bit.
Oh, right. So, all right, I'll rephrase the question. Tell us what happens next, but before that, go back 10 seconds. Because, quite frankly, that was the gripping bit of the anecdote. I'd like to hear it again. So, go on, then. You all get back in the car.
Yeah, and we drive off.
How far had you gone?
I think it was several miles. I, at this point, realise, I'm feeling sort of more comfortable and less sort of stiff and clammy than I had been for the first bit of the journey, and then I realised, oh, hang on, we've left the goldfish behind.
OK, what do you think, Liz? You telling the truth?
June?
I mean, I don't see why it's so important, but I think...
Well, I wouldn't say so much important as we were just engaging with the basic premise of the show.
And what do you think, then? Come on, now.
Well, now you've put me under pressure, and now I just realise it's like to be a guest. I'm genuinely worried.
You see what I mean?
It's horrible, isn't it?
Don't make us do it, you do it. Now, what do you...
He hasn't made an actual decision since Series 4.
Yeah. I just realised what everyone else says. I didn't know I was going to be asked what I think.
June, we'll go for it. The women will decide.
Oh.
Yes, it's brilliant.
All right, it's a lie.
Yes,
You say it's a lie. You say it's a lie. In
Think
that
it's a
case, true.
We could have asked.
We think it's a lie.
True or lie? You saying lie?
I'll go for a lie.
So, David, the goldfish in the petrol station, truth or lie?
It is true.
Oh, no!
Yes, it's true. David did once accidentally leave a goldfish on top of a petrol pump. Next. It's Lee.
I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me while I was bouncing on a trampoline and spotted her over the fence with another man.
What age did this traumatic event occur to you?
I was 18.
So what were they doing next door?
Well, you don't want to know that. They were lying, believe it or not, on a trampoline.
You were trampolining in your garden.
Yes.
And you saw over the fence.
Yes.
Into your girlfriend's garden.
No, she didn't live next door.
Oh, right. So
Neither lived next door.
Neither of them lived next door.
Correct.
Why were they next door,
Because there was a party going on next door, and it sort of slightly drifted into my house. It was like two sort of houses were taking part in the party. It sort of bled into mine.
What sort of trampoline was it, Lee?
It was the TS497. I remember jumping up over the fence, seeing them kissing and thinking, is that the TX417? Where did you get that from? Watch me, can afford one of that. Stop kissing her!
I think you know what I mean.
Yes.
Was it an oblong trampoline? Was it the modern one with the nets, the circle with the nets up the side?
Don't say that! Do you know her name was Annette? It was a trampoline with no net round the side.
Oblong or circular?
Well, she'd lost a bit of weight. I would say slim to oblong.
So, you couldn't see what was going on except at the top of your bounce trajectory, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what do you see for an instant at the top of that bounce? Are they already doing it?
They're not doing it!
Are they already kissing? Are they already writing poetry?
Have they taken their shoes off?
They haven't taken their shoes off.
Oh!
You know what was worse, though? It was the only thing they were wearing.
How long had you been seeing her for?
We've been up and down over the years.
So go on, you're at the peak of your trajectory, affording you a wonderful bird's eye view of the neighbouring trampoline.
Correct.
What did you see?
I saw my then girlfriend.
Whose name was?
She was called Joanne.
So what happened?
I wanted to have a proper look. I went straight up to the climbing frame, and sure enough, my fears were confirmed.
Oh,
it was the TX497.
You must have been furious.
Oh, I was so angry. I was so angry. So I came round, got on the trampoline, and I went, Joanne! And she looked round, there was no one there. And then I went to the top again, Joanne! She looked round, there was no one there. This carried on for a long time. Joanne! So then I timed it perfectly. I said Joanne when I was down. Joanne! Well, it took a while before I worked out that system.
So what do you think, David? Is he telling the truth?
I don't think so, no.
Why? Can I be honest with you? I'm not convinced either.
Lee, bouncing on the trampoline and spying Joanne. Truth or lie?
It's a lie.
No!
I would love it to be true.
And that noise signals time is up. And I can reveal that David's team have won by 4 points to 1. And of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is June Brown. Yes, June Brown. She's given us more rabbit than Watership Down. Good night.
Lauren makes a suspicious discovery next. It's back to the square as our EastEnders double bill continues. Then Death in Paradise is back for a brand new series. A high-spirited séance ends in murder in half an hour. And stay where you are now. The Voice starts on Saturday with new coach Rita Ora. And here's a sneak preview.
You, the show that separates the truth from the twaddle. On David Mitchell's team tonight, an actor who recently hosted Channel 4's Fake News, a panel show all about lying. It'll never work. It's Stephen Mangan. And an actress whose award-winning stage and screen work spans an incredible 60 years. I'm so sorry it's come to this. It's Sheila Hancock. Lee Mack's team tonight, she's a roving reporter for The One Show, where her hard-hitting reports saw her visit all 19 of Britain's pencil museums. It's Anita Rani. And the star of Catastrophe, Line of Duty and Shetland. It's Mark Bonner. We begin, as always, with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Sheila, you're first up tonight.
Oh. I keep a spare front door key on my cat's collar. If I ever get locked out, I simply call my cat and he comes to my rescue.
Please, Steve.
Wow.
What's the name of your cat, Sheila?
Stanley.
Could you do the call? How do you call Stanley?
What's it, chicken? Surely that's how he calls you.
I was confusing because when he wanted to come in, I didn't have a cat flat. And I would do the intercom and say, "Are you there, Stanley?" And he'd go, "Meow."
So you haven't got a cat flat?
I haven't got a cat flap, no.
You haven't got a cat flap, and the spare key is round his neck.
Yeah.
What happens if you come and he's in the house?
He doesn't have them on when he's in the house.
Oh, he takes them off, does he, when he comes in?
I take them
Does he take it off and hide it under the brick for you?
I take them off when it's in the house, because it jingles.
So do you put him out every time you leave the house?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Are you not worried about burglars? Like, seeing the key around your cat's neck and then using him like a key ring and just...
No, because
This key's not working!
It's in a metal case. It looks almost like a whistle or something.
Oh,
and you
it's cheap.
just pull it out, and then inside there's a
Does
key.
he also wear one of those medallions with his address on it?
No, he's got a chip. He's got a chip inside him.
Oh,
he,
yes,
doesn't
yes.
need, he doesn't need anyone to bring him home with his address because he can just come and go as he pleases with the key.
When was the last time you had to use this method?
About a fortnight ago.
What happened?
I'd forgot my key. I left it inside. It was late at night, and I'd just come back from the theatre. It was about 11 o'clock.
Oh, what had you seen? Don't say cats. What?
So I'd seen Jess Butterworth's new play.
Can I just ask why you don't mortise lock your door?
Modest?
Mortise.
Let me say,
In my defence,
my friend is saying, Mary, you're a meister on the door. You're trying to cheer him like a guy idea. Don't bring your cats down.
I don't know what a mortise lock is.
Well, it's not the big lock. You unlock the big lock and then you unlock your
No,
Yale.
he wouldn't be able to have a big key round his neck.
You obviously aren't that security conscious if you've only got a Yale lock
I've
at
only
all
got
times.
a Yale lock.
I think
all
if
times.
Sheila was that security conscious, she wouldn't tie her key to her cat.
So 2 weeks ago, you went to the theatre and you got back at sort of 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What time did you get back from the theatre? Usually about 11?
About 11,
Just
yeah.
making a note of this, I'm going to rob you.
All right, what are you going to say?
Lie.
Think it's a lie?
Lie. I'm going with lie.
I think she's too sensible to do this, Sheila.
OK.
Yeah.
You're saying it's a lie. Sheila, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Sheila doesn't keep a spare front door key on her cat's collar. Anita, you're next.
Okay. The day I moved into my new house, I caused the whole street to be shut down and my neighbours' homes to be evacuated.
David.
How did you cause that?
Because we thought we'd found a grenade in the house.
You thought you'd found a grenade?
Yes.
Where did you think you'd found
Please
a
don't
grenade?
tell me it's round the cat's neck.
It was our first day in our new house and we were cleaning in the kitchen.
Where did you find the grenade?
On top of the cabinet. So it was an really old kitchen with low cabinets.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd found a grenade.
What did the grenade look like?
A grenade?
No, or what? Describe it.
Well, it was my husband that saw it first, and he climbed up, came down the stepladder very quickly and said, I think it's a grenade.
What you've done there is not a description of a grenade.
So then I went to have a look.
Yes.
And quickly came back down and said, yeah, it looks like a grenade.
What did it look like?
Okay, it's what I imagine a grenade would look like.
That will do.
Because I've never seen one.
My client does not want to answer any more questions.
Because I've never seen one in real life before.
And then what did you do?
We called the police. So the police woman came round to our house and she did the same thing. She went up the stepladder, looked on top of the cabinet and said, I think it's a grenade, better call Sarge. So she phoned
What is
back.
that?
Sergeant?
Oh, sorry,
You know,
I thought you
Sarge.
meant...
Sarge.
I thought Sarge sounds like a thing like Spectre, doesn't it?
Cobra.
Cobra, yes, Cobra.
Yeah.
You thought it was an acronym?
Yes. Yes, well done.
Can I just ask...
You don't expect that, so credit where it's due.
Did anybody ask whether the pin was still in the grenade?
So at this stage, we're still trying to find out what it is. So the
Has
policewoman
Sarge
has...
come yet?
So...
Is that an acronym? No, it's not an acronym. It's a shortening of sergeant.
So then Sarge has
Thank
turned up.
goodness they didn't call for the constable.
The sergeant's there.
He walks in, does the same thing, up the stepladder, looks and goes, OK, think it might be a grenade. We're
I'll have to call the inspector.
No.
Then 7 hours later, the Prime Minister comes.
clearly, at this point, he thinks, I think it might be a grenade, so he actually phones the bomb squad. So the bomb squad, really nice chap, walks into the kitchen. He walked up the stepladder, looked at it, picked it up, and went, it's a lighter. So...
He took the risk of going...
Yeah. Because they are the only people, let's be fair...
He turned round with his burnt face and went, finally, what is a lighter?
They're the only...
Fifth time lucky!
That's why they do their job, because they know what a real grenade is and what a fake one is.
So, what are you thinking? Is it the truth?
What do you think, Sheila?
I'm puzzled by this one. There was a hesitation right at the very beginning while she tried to think up a story, I thought.
I think it's true because I like the detail of the policemen going out one by one and looking at it and thinking, oh, I'm not sure about this, I better get someone. And it makes a lot of sense to me that people would pass the buck down the line. I think it's true.
Right, true, lie, true, lie. Lie.
Anita, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was... true!
Yes, it's true. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, John. So, Sheila, what is John to you?
Oh, this is John, and he disrupted a show I was in with an explosive attack of the hiccups.
Stephen, how do you know John?
This is John. We once spent an hour hiding from a piece of rope because we thought it was a snake.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with John?
This is John. I was the only person to attend his neighbourhood watch meeting. So we spent 10 minutes drawing a map of the road, then gave up and watched an episode of Knight Rider.
So there we have it. Lee's team, where to begin?
Should we start with Sheila?
Yeah.
What was the show?
It was a musical called Grey Gardens, which I did last year at Southwark Playhouse. It's a fringe theatre, so the audience are right on top of you and you can hear everything. And at the beginning, I could hear this person sort of suppressing something, like that. And then there was a really quiet moment, and he had the most terrible attack of hiccup. It was just like as though he was choking almost. So eventually...
eventually? You thought he was choking and you did something eventually?
No, I knew he wasn't choking, but he was making a choky-type noise.
OK, all right.
So I had a glass that was supposed to be whiskey, but was actually water, so I went over to him and I made him drink out the back of the glass, and the audience were applauding like mad.
What was your character?
I was playing this old lady, and it's the story of these two women. They were discovered surrounded by cats and animals.
They're probably locked out.
Stanley.
I'm curious as to how long it was before you stopped the show. I mean...
Well, I let it go on for about 2-3 minutes.
And what were you doing at the time?
I was singing. I was trying to sing.
You were in the middle of a song?
Yes.
What was the song, Sheila?
So I love you, I love you. It's the song that she sings to her daughter. It's a very poignant moment. But you can't do a poignant moment with someone going...
No, I'm kind of surprised. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that John didn't take it upon himself to leave the theatre.
He was embarrassed, poor darling. He's stuck in this show.
So you thought you'll help him with his embarrassment?
I sort of
by
did.
making him drink upside down with a glass of water?
No, I knew the audience were getting really aggressive with him.
What were they doing?
Well, they were going shush, 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 like that to it.
But they must have known that it's an involuntary action and he's not doing it
But
deliberately.
audiences are like that. If in a lovely moment they were enjoying the show and suddenly this idiot's going...
And he's going... Are you sure it wasn't like the house version of the song? It's a bit more garage.
Is that what you think house music sounds like? and I quote...
I would say, of all the genres of music, although house isn't close, it's the closest, unless you can tell me what that is closer than.
I would say it's a very experimental, avant-garde, East Berlin in the early 30s. I certainly wouldn't call it house music in a desperate attempt to get down with the kids.
I don't think 1930s East German is actually a genre of music.
I'm saying...
You give me a decade and a country.
Yeah, in fact, you've also given a country that didn't exist in the decade you've given.
Well spotted. Well spotted. But you noticed that Lee didn't spot it. Right. Who would you like to quiz next?
We'll go with Stephen, shall we?
Just remind us, Stephen, just to refresh our memories.
This is John. We once spent an hour hiding from a piece of rope because we thought it was a snake.
Where were you?
We were in California.
Right. And how do you know this gentleman?
I'm related to him.
In how?
Well, some of our relatives were, we're cousins.
You're cousins?
Yeah.
OK, so you're in California.
Yeah.
And what are you camping, are you?
We're camping.
What age were you?
I was 19.
Oh.
Who was camping?
We were.
Just the two of you?
Just the two of you. Just the two of us, yeah.
And Yellowstone?
No.
Yosemite?
No.
Big Sur?
No.
Doesn't matter what type of snake it was. So who spotted it first?
We're in a tent, and I wake up, and we're in the woods, and it's California.
Oh, you're not a campsite then? You're just going
Not
wild?
on a campsite, no.
OK.
And I see a snake on the roof of the tent.
So you saw the shadow, the
saw
silhouette?
the shadow of a snake. So I say to him, I think there's a snake. He says, I think there is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't moving. But we watched it because we thought maybe it was asleep.
How long did you watch it for?
About 40 minutes.
Right.
And you were too scared to try and sneak out the front way and run?
Well, we did come up with a plan.
Oh, OK.
Which was one of us was going to hit it and knock it away from the tent.
Yeah.
And then it would fly away and then we'd dash out the tent.
Hit it with your bare hand?
I think it was a pillow, actually.
You took pillows camping?
Don't you? So one of us hit it.
With the pillow?
And the snake flew up in the air and then landed right back down on top of the tent.
When it's settled and it's still again, you now know it's definitely not a live snake.
No, we think it may have been stunned.
Which one of you hit it?
I'd be lying if I said I remembered. Probably John.
Probably John. Probably John. It's not easy to remember blood relatives, is it?
So what happens next?
We decided one of us had to dash out of the tent and then see what the situation was.
And who did that?
And John very bravely said he would do it. So quietly we got out of our sleeping bags and to get him a quick exit, I helped open the flap and he jumped out. And he turned around and he went, "You won't believe this. It's a rope."
Mark, you seem to find a potentially life-threatening situation amusing.
Can I ask Stephen, where did this rope come from?
It was on the tent. It was just a rope on the tent.
Ropes on tents are really thin. They're not like
very thin.
They've not got
snake.
the girth of a snake.
It wasn't a snake like that.
No, it was a piece of rope like that. How could you think that? The most you can figure is a worm.
Yeah, but also you've got to remember.
There's a worm! Quick, get my pillow!
It's also early morning, so the sun is just coming up, casting
Snakes
a
are
long
lot thinner
shadow.
in the morning, aren't they? It was early morning. They fatten up during the day. That's a little thin bit of rope. That's nothing like a snake. Unless you'd have said the shadow had somehow made it look
That's what I'm
bigger.
saying. It's early
You didn't
morning.
say that.
It's early morning. The sun is low. I said that.
He did say that, although sometimes Lee doesn't totally listen to everything other people say.
It is true. That is a fair point.
OK, now, what about David?
David. So remind us again, David.
I can't remember. I was the only person to turn up at John's neighbourhood watch meeting and then gave up and watched an episode of Knight Rider.
How well do you know your neighbour?
Not very well, but a bit. There'd been little, a sort of photocopied note had gone round about this meeting.
A photocopied note? It's email these days.
Yeah, but how do you know each other's emails before you start Neighbourhood Watch?
Well, they've started, the party's in it.
No, but this is before this. This is the first meeting,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's the first meeting.
Oh, I do apologise. Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I must apologise about Rob. Sometimes he doesn't listen.
And anyway, so between me and my wife, we decided that one of us should go. And we thought that,
and she thought it should be you.
And it turned out I thought that too.
And you started off by you were drawing a map.
And then, well,
Map of
yeah,
the
well then...
streets.
Why were you drawing a map of the street?
Just because John wanted to explain what the area he thought this neighbourhood watch group should cover.
How many houses away do you live from him?
He's, I think, next door but 4.
Next door but 4. So let's say 5 houses away. Very weird way to describe. I've never heard anyone say he lives next door but 4. It just somehow doesn't work. Next door but 1 is the limit to how much you can use. You can't just keep adding numbers on.
Go for it. I'm going for it. I'm going next door but 40,000. That's where the Queen lives.
Was Knight Rider on the telly, or did he have it on a DVD?
He had it on a DVD.
So I'm a massive fan of Knight Rider. I've got all of them. Which one was this?
Which what?
Which episode? You know what? You understand the question.
I don't remember the title of the episode.
No, but what happened in the episode?
I'd be interested to hear this.
Michael Knight.
Settle down, because this will be very interesting.
He's driving along.
Michael Knight, that's a good start, Michael Knight.
As I remember, he's driving along and he in kit.
Right.
And he's driving absolutely on the speed limit. But not above the speed
Even
limit.
in your anecdotes, health and safety is important.
It's important to the plot. Yes. He's driving it, and it says on Kit's digital dial 55 miles an hour, which is the speed limit in America. And the police pull him over. It turns out that he is driving over the speed limit, but there's something wrong with Kit. He's all askew.
Hang on, I'm just trying to remember the episode of Knight Rider where the story was about the speedometer being slightly broken.
That's a coincidence, because I'm trying to do the same thing.
All right.
Wow.
We need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is John Sheila's helpless hiccuper, Stephen's cowardly companion, or David's night-riding neighbour? What do you think, Mark?
It seems to me you can drive a bus through the holes in all 3 of them. I don't know. Stephen's snake, he had me until the pillow.
Yeah. I just don't think David, even though he's a really nice man, I just don't think he'd have the patience.
I'd have to pull you up on that.
Because anyone else would just be like, why don't we just go down the pub, mate?
No, not David.
Not David, no.
David's never ended a sentence with mate.
Mate, OK, fine. Fair enough.
Except when playing chess.
Even for you, David, that was quite middle class.
Yes, fair enough, you've won, mate.
And what about Sheila, the fringe theatre with the hiccups?
If I had the hiccups for 2 or 3 minutes, I would leave.
Yeah. It's very difficult in those sort of theatres to get out.
Yeah.
They were trapped.
They were trapped.
Well, but that's a fire and safety nightmare.
I'm just
Right, who's it going to be?
I think it's Sheila. What do you think you want?
David.
Do you think it's David?
I mean,
I think it's Stephen.
Lima, make a decision. Be a captain.
Right, my decision is definite and it's clear, and I'm not going back on it. Anita, you are deciding.
Oh, God. I originally thought Sheila, but I'm going to go with Stephen.
You're going to go with Stephen?
Yeah.
Stephen? What are you doing,
think?
Mark?
Stephen!
Stephen. We're going to say Stephen.
You're saying it's Stephen.
I don't know why.
John, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, I'm John, and Stephen and I hid from a piece of road.
Yes, John is Stephen's cowardly companion. Thank you very much, John. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Lee.
Oh. Says possession.
Right, under the desk is a box. If you bring the box onto the desk. Now, read the card first and then show us the possession.
I recently took a crash course in taxidermy, by the end of which I'd managed to make this.
Show us what this is. Pop it onto the desk. David's team, where would you like to begin?
What is it? I can't see.
Can we have a proper look?
That, Sheila, is what I call mouse on a skateboard.
Would you like me to take it across?
Please do.
What's it made of?
Made of mouse. With a little bit of skateboard.
Oh, no!
How was he killed? He looks like he was...
I should point out that he wasn't killed. He was found dead naturally.
It's like he was found walking down a very small alley.
Careful, took ages.
OK, first of all, how long was this course?
This is the first course. The course is, well, it takes place over about 16 weeks, so 4 months.
A crash course that's...
Taxidermy takes years to perfect.
But
This is a crash
and how often did you go?
It happens every week.
Once a week?
For 16 weeks.
That's not a crash course. That's an evening class.
No, it's in relation to the proper course to become a professional taxidermist.
Well, that goes on for 25 years and you meet once every 6 months?
That takes 4 years, or until the animal dies.
Can you... How did you do that mouse?
Basically, I found a mouse.
Where?
There, on the stair. I found the mouse actually in the cage which it was kept in because it was my child's pet.
And it was skateboarding?
No, it wasn't skateboarding. My son was a skateboarder, and that's why he wanted the mouse on the skateboard.
What did you do with the mouse that you found?
Well, the first thing I did was I had to break the news to my son, and I said, your mouse is dead. So that was that covered. And then he said, oh, I don't want to lose him forever. And I said, in that case, it's the crash course at the taxidermy.
So wait a minute, the mouse dies. Correct. You have a conversation with your son. What are we going to do? Let's stuff him. I know, I'll learn. I won't get a professional animal stuffer.
And that's because...
I'll learn to do it. You ring up the course. They say there happens to be a 16-week course starting next week.
How many people were on the course?
I would say there was 12, 14, something like that.
12.
There was 12. 12, yes. Sorry, no, it was a disciples' convention.
Talk me through them. What sort of people were they?
It was Matthew, Mark, Luke... Oh, sorry. There was a guy called Thomas. He wasn't sure if he wanted to be there.
Tell us what you do.
The first thing you've got to do is always check that the mouse is actually dead.
So, sorry, it's always a mouse. This course is just for mouse stuffers. No one had anything else they were to do. So everyone, they all 12 of you turn up, sit down, get your mouse out.
You've got to remember that it's an introductory course. There was one guy, just one guy, Brian.
A good entry
turned up with a
stuff.
giraffe. He turned up with a giraffe and you went, you want the advanced course, mate, because we can't do this in 16 weeks. Next door, the one that's got the Velux windows. You can only stuff a giraffe if you've got Velux windows. That's the first thing you learn.
What did you scoop the inside out?
Thank you. Is someone finally interested in the art form? First thing you've got to do is get rid of the inside of the mouse.
Ow. How'd you do that?
Ow. Good question, sure. You get a sharp blade and you make an incision from the back of the skull all the way down to the tail.
So what happens when you make that incision down the spine?
Down the spine, yeah.
What happens?
So now I can only be described as a very, very horrific pop-up book. Because I opened it up and it's not a pretty sight. I describe it as sort of mouse spine-like. And the fella said, first rule of get stuffed, taxidermy, crash course. He said, this is the interesting bit, he went, is never, ever open them from the back. I learned a lesson. You've got to learn, haven't you? You've got to learn. You've got to learn.
So what did you do?
Well, I really got me needle and thread.
So you stitched the mouse back up?
Stitch the mouse back up, get him back to how he was.
Right.
Turn him over. Slice down the middle.
And then what did you do?
You have to, effectively, there's no easy way of saying it, I had to scrape out his insides.
With what?
With the tools that they give you.
What sort of tool is it?
Well, there's many tools. You know those weird things you get when you're trying to get the last bit of lobster out of the claw? Then it's like a little fork. It
wouldn't work with a giraffe, though, would
no,
it?
just a giraffe. All you need for a giraffe is a spade and loads of bamboo.
OK, so you scoop out...
We learned that on day 4.
What do you put back in to give him that healthy...
You build individual fragments of bone shapes, but out of metal, and glue them all together. It takes 15 weeks on a Thursday night.
What do you think, David? It sounds very plausible to me, but what is your team?
Sheila, what do you think?
No, I think it's
You think it's a lie?
I can't see why anyone wouldn't believe that.
I don't think there's any level on which any of us believe that.
You're saying it's a lie. Lee,
Yeah.
is it the truth or is it a lie?
Oh, I actually have to go through the thing of pressing the button. Lie.
Well, that noise sequence time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 2 points to 1. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Catch Stephen Mangan again on hosting duties with Have I Got a Bit More News for You at the Later Than Bill time of 11:15. Over on BBC Two now, a new series as disabled job seekers battle to find work with Employable Me. Next year, though, it's New Tricks.
The show with tall tales and tantalising truths. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a former Spice Girl. Ironically, when I asked if I could still call her baby, the response was scary. It's Emma Bunton. And a comedian who is also a BAFTA-winning actress. Winning an award must have done wonders for her career, but not enough to escape this show. It's Jo Brand. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, one of the most famous Shauns in show business, second only to the sheep. It's Shaun Williamson. And a Paralympic gold medalist who once made the 12-person shortlist for Sports Personality of the Year. What an achievement! Finding 12 sportsmen with a personality is Johnny Peacock. Tonight with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Jo, you're first up tonight.
Okey-dokey. At school, I once rubbed stinging nettles all over my face and told my teacher I was ill so I could go and meet a boy in a graveyard.
David's team.
True. So this was a date in the graveyard. Was the boy living?
He was just before we met, yeah.
Jo, you say these are your school days, so we're talking about the 1990s. Now, what was the...
Yeah.
It's my way of being flattering and gentle and chivalrous, you say. Chivalrous. When was this, Jo?
The 1890s.
That would have been the late 60s, actually, early
Late
70s.
60s?
Yeah.
Gosh, OK. So when you walked into the graveyard like this, he must have been shocked to see you.
Rob, he was pleased to see me. He knew what he was going to get.
Whoa. What's he going to get?
I bought him a cake.
So freshly nettled, you go off, you go and find your teacher. What happens then?
Well, I say to the teacher, I'm really not feeling well. I don't know whether I ate something for lunch that's given me some sort of allergic reaction. Can I go home?
I mean, I don't know. I've never run a school. But are you allowed, if a child says they're ill, you're allowed to just say, yeah, off you go?
Well, I said to her that my mum was at home and I live within walking distance of the school.
It was the late 60s, early 70s. Very different time. Children hadn't long stopped going up chimneys.
So what do you think?
Oh, I
Johnny.
think it's so unfeasible, it's probably true to me.
Well, that's the wrong way to reason. It should be unfeasible things are less likely to be true.
Yeah, but...
Although the true things are deliberately picked to be unlikely.
Exactly.
I travelled here by car, for example, never come up. That would be easy.
Sorry, can I just check something here?
Yeah.
Why do you get a car?
It's a class thing, you know.
It still shouldn't make me drive your car.
Right, Joe, in the graveyard with
What
the
do you
young
think?
man.
It's
True?
Because it sounds so unlikely.
Yeah.
I still think it's flawed reasoning, but we'll go true.
You're saying that it's true?
Yeah.
Right, Joe. Truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Joe didn't rub stinging nettles over her face to get out of school. Sean, you're next.
Thank you very much. I once stole the shirt off a scarecrow in order to get into a nightclub.
Leasty.
Wow. OK. Was you not wearing anything before you went to the nightclub?
Me?
Yeah.
T-shirt, you see.
OK.
Oh, well, they wouldn't let you in.
Yeah, but well, it is, you know, it's all a bit more relaxed these days because the dress code isn't what it was back in the day.
What was the day? What year?
Back in the day, or when this happened?
Well,
it was early 2000s.
So early 2000s, you've gone to a nightclub. Where was this nightclub?
In Rochester.
Rochester is a town, right? And that's why it's got a nightclub in it. And scarecrows don't really tend to be used in towns
What
because
a
they're
very
like
good
in massive fields.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
When did you find out you needed a shirt to get in the club? Did you go to the club?
When
and
the
then
bouncer said, you ain't coming in.
Right, and then you walked back to the scarecrow to get the shirt?
I walked back to the allotment.
This is very high-level play.
This is like chess, isn't it, between Sean and Joe?
Take that, Moriarty.
Do you live in Rochester?
No.
So how did you know there was an allotment in Rochester near the nightclub?
I lived near it then.
Oh, I see.
It's like fencing, isn't it?
But then again, if you lived in Rochester, why didn't you just go home and get a shirt?
Oh, this gets better and better. Oh, checkmate.
No. I was born in Chatham, but brought up in Maidstone. But my uncle lived in Rochester, and it was one of the allotments on his patch, so I knew where the allotments were. Apropos to the nightclub.
Miss Brown, back to you.
Can I ask, earlier
Yes,
you said you had a T-shirt and trainers and jeans on.
Yes.
And you thought it was a relaxed club, but then you went to the club and they said you need a shirt, but you're not allowed in a club with trainers on.
OK. The bouncer was a
Can
big...
I just say, Sean, you're the kind of person that every time you speak, you always sound like you're going to start it with, I'd like to change my story.
But is that the impression I'm just giving you?
For the sake of the tape, the accused has walked into the room.
The bouncer was a massive fan of EastEnders and was quite embarrassed at turning me away. So I think when he saw the effort I'd made, because I was already 8 pints to the wind, so when he saw the effort I'd made, I think he just couldn't bear turning me away again.
OK.
What do you think, Joe? Could this be true?
I think he'd have had a better time if he'd popped down the graveyard. I think there's a lot of anomalies in it.
This is what I think. A man who knows exactly where an allotment is because he knows the town so well knows you can't get into the nightclub without collars. And for that reason, Sean, we find you guilty.
So what are you saying? You think it's a lie, don't
Lie.
I think it's a lie.
you? You think it's a lie? You all
Yeah,
think it's a lie?
We all think it's a lie.
Sean, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Sean didn't steal a shirt from a scarecrow. Emma, you're next.
I'm next, OK. OK, when the Spice Girls stayed in hotels, we played a special game to test who was the bravest.
What was the game?
We used to dare each other to do certain things.
What was the scariest thing you were ever dared to do?
Sing live?
Rob, you've got to watch that, because a lot of people think you're nice.
about you get the boat advert and me and him don't, because
Yeah.
you're the nicest
Nice one.
Yeah.
But it's all a
Not
facade, because
anymore.
me and David know,
Not
actually,
anymore.
you are evil.
Yeah.
And now...
Welcome aboard. So, Emma, what sort of things did you do?
So the main one was, and it involved nudity.
Right.
So we used to stay in hotels a lot, obviously, while we were touring.
Yeah.
And we used to dare each other to go, like, run in the hallways, and we had to do that naked.
Naked?
Yeah. We were allowed sometimes to carry a
Clothes.
flannel.
A flannel?
Yeah.
What were you worried was going to happen?
You could cover. You had to choose a part, obviously, to cover.
Victoria could use that as a dressing gown.
So if someone saw you, you could decide which part of you were known by and cover that up.
Cover your face.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way, isn't it?
I remember once the girls made me go to the lift.
Yeah.
And wait for the lift to arrive.
No.
And then, obviously, you were lucky if it opened and no one was there.
Oh, no. I suddenly felt like really getting into this story. I suddenly felt I'd been challenged to do it myself. Joe, you've toured the country, haven't you, with your show? You've stayed in hotels.
Never found a flannel big enough, Rob.
I think it's the logistics of the game that interest me, typically. I want to understand better how the competition worked.
We'd take two at a time, and then the
Yeah.
first one back, knocking on the door, that would be the winner.
It's a knockout. Two become one. It's simple.
Johnny, what do you think? True?
I think it does sound like it all adds up so far.
Sean, what are you thinking
I've
here?
been consistently wrong tonight, unerringly wrong.
Well, in which case, if you maintain your current strategy, we can use that to win. So, what do you think, instinctively?
Lie.
Lie. Right, it's true then. Right.
So, Emma, truth or lie?
Okay. It is true.
Yes, it's true. The Spice Girls really did run round hotels wearing nothing but a flannel. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Shabs. Sean, what is Shabs to you?
This is Shabs. I keep my chicken drumsticks in his nuclear bunker.
Right, so, Sean's bunker buddy. Johnny, how do you know Shabs?
This is Shabs, and he used to regularly park cars on my foot to stop me going anywhere.
Johnny's parking prankster. And finally, David, what is your relationship with Shabs?
This is Shabs, and he's taught his parrot to say, "Nice shoes, Dave," whenever I enter his cobblers.
Lee's team, where will you begin?
Oh,
Should we start with Sean? Let's start with Sean,
yes.
I think, yeah? You leave your chicken
Chicken
drumsticks in his nuclear shelter. Is that what you're claiming?
Yes.
OK, enough questions. Johnny. Where is this nuclear shelter?
In a field out the back of his garden.
Which part of the country?
Mid-Kent.
I don't think anyone's ever referred to whatever area you're talking about as Mid-Kent. I mean, people say, where are you from? Oh, I'm mid-British. You're not mid-Kent.
Oh, you say I'm from the Midlands. That's the middle of Britain, isn't it? But anyway... Sean, has he got a freezer in his nuclear bunker?
A very large chest freezer.
How many chicken drumsticks have you got in it?
There's probably in there, I'd say it's a pack of 10, because it's not just drumsticks, you see.
Oh, you're not running a catering firm on the side?
No, I have meat mass delivered, and sometimes I need an overflow.
Mass
Well,
delivered.
from a regular delivery from a butcher's.
Right. Why are you buying so much meat?
Because what's happening particularly this year, I've been working away a lot, so I haven't been going through the amount of meat I normally go through. So at the moment, it's just a bit of an overflow.
Well, why didn't you stop the order?
How do you know Shabs?
I know Shabs from my local pub cricket team.
What fielding position?
Well, yeah, slip and number 4 batsman.
Right. And what does he do?
All-rounder. Excellent.
Sorry, he does everything. He bats, he bowls, he freezes your meat.
Sean, I've never been into a nuclear bunker. What's it like?
OK, so basically, when you approach it, you'll see something that might look like a sort of white, woodeny, one of those slatted beehives, the square beehives.
A slatted beehive,
yeah,
yes.
But what that is, that's I think, is the air conditioning, purifying system. And then there's almost like a hatch, like a submarine hatch.
Yes.
So you climb down a ladder, a metal ladder.
Sorry, can I just check? Have you been watching the Teletubbies recently?
And then you get down the bottom of the ladder. Is there a living area, a bedroom?
Yes, there's a living area. He has got a television and a cracking stack.
Oh, yeah, because after the nuclear war, you're going to get a lot of telly, aren't you? I bet EastEnders survives.
The cockroach of TV shows.
You said it.
I can't go back. But he's got a cracking selection of videos.
Oh, I bet he has.
Video player.
I know. The truth comes out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see Shaps to get some chicken drumsticks. Shall be long.
Right, Lee, who would you like to quiz next?
OK, Johnny, so just remind us again what this fella did to you.
He used to park cars on my foot so I can move.
You couldn't move?
On your prosthetic foot?
Obviously on the prosthetic one.
He's a friend of yours that did this, or is he...
I used to work in a garage, and Shabs worked in the garage.
Where was this, Mid-Kent?
In St Ives.
St Ives?
St Ives?
Not Cornwall St Ives, Cambridgeshire St Ives.
I mean, how did he do it? Because surely you sort of saw the car coming and you moved away.
He'd try and stop on the foot, but sometimes he'd miss. But if he got it, he'd pull the handbrake and get out of the car and walk off.
I want to know, how did it start the first time?
I was working there and Shabs joined, and one of the other guys told me it'd be quite funny because he didn't know that I had a prosthetic leg, to get my foot trapped under a wheel.
To try and spook him?
Yes, but it didn't.
It awoke a sort of bloodlust in him, didn't it?
The start of this story was that
it was
I
all
thought
humorous.
that he was perhaps bullying you a bit, and it turns out it's the other way round completely.
The person you tried to bully at work turned out to be a sociopath.
Right, what about David?
Why does he keep a parrot in the cobblers?
As a pet.
As a
Does
pet?
Yeah, it's not a colleague.
Did you go to the cobblers a lot then? Because for him to go to all the effort of teaching a parrot
Yeah.
to say nice shoes, Dave, I mean, I've probably been to a cobbler's like twice in the last 5 years. So do your shoes kind of wear out really quickly, or...?
Well, I suppose I probably do go to the cobblers quite a lot.
OK, then that's fine.
And what sort of voice does the parrot have? Could you give us a taste of the parrot?
I'm so sorry.
A flavour.
You want me to do an impression?
Not so much an impression, more an evocation.
I suppose it would be sort of... I don't know what it's going to sound like until it comes out, so I'll be...
I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite
I'm just
bad.
going to say, yeah, I'm listening to it at the same time as you. So.
Welcome to my world.
Nice shoes, Dave.
That was the most horrible thing you've ever done.
Nothing like a parrot!
You've done some horrible things, but that
Well, look, it's a parrot. You know,
It doesn't sound like a parrot. Are you sure it's not just a rather exotic man that works with Shabs?
Obviously, what you've got to understand is what you heard there wasn't the parrot. That was me. So if you're saying, that parrot sounds like a man pretending to be a parrot.
But it didn't even sound like that, did it? Any parrot worth his salt would say, nice shoes, Dave.
Listen, Rob. You're in the chair. If you want to do a parrot impression at any point, you can just do it. We don't have to go around this ridiculous process.
What's the name of Shabs' parrot?
Graham.
It's sounding more and more like it is a man. It's a man stood in the corner of the shop. This parrot, is he 6 foot?
No.
Does he smoke a cigarette and go, all right, Dave, nice shoes?
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Shabs Sean's bunker buddy, Johnny's parking prankster, or David's parrot pal?
I thought Sean told a great story. I love the fact that he's putting his drumsticks in his bunker.
Do you think that's perfectly acceptable?
That sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it?
You believe her?
Here's a question. Does Shabs look like the type of person who would have a nuclear bunker?
Definitely.
I think that Shabs looks like he could work in a garage.
What about David?
The bit I doubt is the fact that you're going to the cobblers so regularly, because that would be the actions of a man who cares what he looks like.
What shoes have you got on tonight?
Do you want me to show you my
Yes,
shoes?
please.
Yes, please.
Should we have a look and see if they're worn?
Oh, nice shoes, Dave.
And they...
It's easily done, isn't it?
Yeah, these have never been to the cobblers.
You seem to be spending a lot of effort on the shoes and less effort to iron your trousers. Let that be a message here, young man.
I didn't realise my offer to show you my shoes was going to lead to mockery.
You must have
David, you must have suspected it.
Yes.
So you're saying Johnny? Emma?
Yes.
You're saying Johnny?
Reluctantly, I am.
OK. Right. Shabs, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Shabs, and I used to park cars on Johnny's for...
Yes, Shabs is Johnny's parking prankster. Thank you very much, Shabs. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lives, and we start with... It's Lee.
Possession.
Now, take a look. There's a box under your desk. Place the item from the box on top of the desk first, and then read out the card. Thank you.
This is my lucky dice. I can always roll a 6 with it in 3 goes.
David.
Yeah!
Well, yeah, go on then.
Do you want to know how I came to discover this?
Yes, please.
Just found it in a box.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 20 years. The dice, I thought you meant my syphilis.
Where did you get it?
I got it from a woman in Highgate.
I meant the syphilis.
I paid for it, $4.99.
Without the dice.
Full of spots.
When did you first discover that you had that these dice or die were indeed lucky?
I was walking the back streets of Hong Kong.
Yes.
I'm down this dark alley.
Right.
There's a weird shop staying open late. I go in, a small bell rings, and a small Chinese man was there. Hang on, this is Gremlins, forget this. I got it from Hamleys.
Give us some examples of when you've used this lucky dice.
Well, I've used it. It helped me get together with my first girlfriend.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, that was her name. It wasn't a real name. It was Janet.
Janet. It helped you get together with Janet.
It helped me get together with Janet, my first girlfriend, because she was a big fan of magic.
Right.
And I said, oh, I can do a magic trick. And she said, what's that? I said, see this dice? I can guarantee, at any point I can roll it 3 times. I'll always get a 6.
And how many times did you do it before Janet said, I love you?
She never expressed her love for me. But after I rolled it once, we slept together.
Well, maybe we should put this lucky dice to the test. Now, to get a proper view, why don't you could come out and use this bit of stage here. You'd be like one of those New York crap shooters from Guys and Dolls.
I mean, when would you like me to get it? Straight away, or would that just ruin it? I think a bit of tension for the last roll.
Bit of tension, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
make it
never
number
gone
3.
wrong in 20 years. I swallowed it. There's the first one. What is it, madam? 5. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Awkward. It's Janet!
So, there's no worries. You've got 2 left.
OK. Here we go. I mean, be honest. It's pretty gripping, isn't it? It's actually pretty gripping stuff, isn't it?
Well, people watched Deal or No Deal, didn't they?
Attempt number 2. Here we go. It's a 3. So you're sticking to your promise of waiting for the 3rd roll. Where are you going?
Have a little sit down. So, what do we think? Is it true or is it...
You have to follow through on your promises. Right, here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Let me say that I personally am convinced that Lee is telling a lie, but that nevertheless he will now roll a 6.
Here he goes. Lee Mack, 3rd roll. Got to be a 6. It's rolling.
What do you...
So what numbers did I get? Can anyone remember?
5, 3 and 2.
So they don't add up to 6 either.
What do you think?
Can I just check? Is this definitely the dice I brought in?
I've got an idea. We can make this work by just retake Lee reading the card and he says, this is my dice, it occasionally rolls a 6.
So, what are you going to say then, Johnny?
Lie.
Lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee doesn't have lucky dice. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team has won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.